I so here
I didn't just
is
make up on the spot. No
yeah.
worries.
So this is my guild tavern for the server and my canon. This is our guild tavern. And the story begins as you are basically being here looking for work. Various people have levels here. This is kind of the general meeting area whenever there isn't much going on. You do seem to have your paired groups for the day, as in order to promote teamwork, the guild has decided to assign you teams for the day for quests to make sure that everyone is well rounded so the guild is actually get along with each other. At least in case of death or dying, that's always a good way to learn how to trust each other, you know? With that, you all have gotten your assignment for today. You have received a quest from a dwarven man over at a tavern. He mentions that the kobolds from the mountains have been coming down and stealing all of their freshly harvested grains and crops and have been taking them back to the mountains. And he needs you to go and make sure those kobolds definitely give back that grain and probably make it so they probably don't, steal the grains again in whatever way is necessary. That's all you know just from the quest thing. Uh, there is a map token, map icon on your little thing, and he will happily talk to you in person whenever he gets a chance because he doesn't really know who's going to show up. So he just kind of gives it to you all, and you all kind of look at it a little bit together because you've been unfortunately or fortunately paired together for the day.
So is it the dwarf at the south entrance?
No, he's gonna actually be at he's gonna be at the tavern.
Gotcha.
It does mention on the quest that he is offering free drinks and free food to anyone at all who would possibly come by as a means to entice. He is giving all of his stock away to basically everyone in hopes that he will attract enough people to be able to find somebody to go clear out the kobolds.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, free food. I
And
can dig it.
free drinks.
Yeah, I can dig it. Literally, too. I can dig into anything right about now. It's been a while since I ate something not as solid as the rations I have.
I am not able to eat or drink, but I can help out.
And you can't eat or drink anything?
No,
Do you have like a slot somewhere on you I can put a coin in? Does that feed you?
I do not, unfortunately.
Ah, all right. Well, your help was appreciated, and I will, if it will please you, whatever food he will give you, I will eat for you instead.
And
Oh,
whatever drink
okay.
he gives
Oh, are
you,
we
I
speaking
will
in
drink.
character? All right, my bad.
Yep. You are now Wobbly.
Oh God. All right.
I mean, yes. Miguel just doesn't see any
Shall we
purpose.
speak to our contact and get the details from him there?
Actually, what are
Yes.
your characters, anyways?
That sounds right about now.
What is your characters? What profession do you guys have?
Wait, hang on. Which one are you?
I am I'm the fucking robot.
You're the fucking robot.
I'm the fucking robot. You're the fucking
You are abomination to God.
Oh, I am. Okay.
Edward just looks at the robot, sword in on the back, shield on the hand. Let you guess that one. Arm breastplate covered in like leather and hide.
This is me, and that's him.
I am the mighty dragon Zidzane.
Oh, hold on. What type of dragon?
Well, I'm a kobold, but basically a dragon.
Well,
no. If you say it in character, you do have to tell me what type of dragon, because Miguel is not gonna
No,
let
he
that
said
slide.
that in character.
Alright. What dragon are you? Tell me. Nah,
Well, I'm not really a dragon. I'm a kobold, but I'm almost a dragon.
almost a dragon.
Wait, how tall are you? I think there's a minimum requirement of height when it comes to being dragons.
Don't worry, almost a
I'm
dragon.
3 feet.
Ah, see, you're 1 inch short.
Well, he's actually 2 feet 11. So
Even more so.
Damn, he's
right?
lying. Lying about his height.
Okay, he's flying, so that may already be a draconic trait of pride. Who
There
knows?
you go.
You're an enigma to me.
There.
Edward Callaghan. Nice to meet all of you.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance as well. I am Ajax 77, a personal healthcare companion.
Wait, where the fuck is he? I don't see him on the map. Where are you? Ah, Ajax, you bastard.
Ajax, turn on your
there.
What?
turn
Only
on your
here's
leg
six.
motors and walk over here, buddy.
Turn on my light mode.
Leg motors.
Oh.
One second. I gotta get my can. I gotta get something. Alright, this is what I'm gonna name this. Get
Alright.
rename
Yeah,
this.
I'm right here.
All right, then.
Alright. Good.
So you're something of a medic, Ajax?
Indeed. I am currently working at the new hospital that we have just recently constructed.
All right. I'm intrigued by this, but I'll tell you right now. Only heal what is already freshly injured. Like if I'm already bleeding, heal that. Find something else, leave it alone. I like my body as it is already.
Wait, you can bleed. Just like
Patient consent is an important aspect of medical care. I will not touch anything that you deem unnecessary.
I will
Alright.
ask of you that we subjugate the kobolds.
Subjugate the kobolds?
Yes.
I'll look at our kobold friend.
I do not
may-
believe
Not-
such
not
extreme
these
measures are necessary. I am sure that we can solve this diplomatically.
They can be my
Um,
loyal subjects.
Great. We have two possible warlords here.
Yeah. If anyone would probably have heard, Magawa definitely has been seen taking like a what is equivalent of like a train of like kobolds tied up with rope into town with like another party.
Alright, shall we head out to meet
Please
our
don't tell me you added them to the menagerie.
No, they work at the menagerie now.
Oh.
Shall we head out to meet our employer then?
Sure.
I am ready.
Well, let us be off.
Okay, and with that, you all head to the inn. Outside the inn, as you,
Bright
I
light.
gotta add all of your ghost tokens here now. Do 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 do. Okay. Outside the tavern. Oh, those mushrooms are not supposed to be there anymore. Okay. Outside the tavern, you see what looks to be a few stabled war horses, along with a kind of sad-looking kobold bard with a lute strung on his with a lute strung, and he's just kind of laying up against the tavern there, waiting outside.
Hey there, friend. Why the long face?
I
And
think they
you-
come
Are
like
you talking to the horse?
I think they or the kobold. I think they all come like that actually.
You see him say, well, I'm not really allowed in the tavern, but I sometimes play music out here. I don't really stray too far off from here, but yeah, they don't really trust kobolds after they've been kind of causing a little bit of chaos, but I really like the humans.
I just you should go straight to the door.
Wait,
just
am I
happened?
not allowed in the tavern either then?
Bust it open.
Do you want to test that?
Let's see.
Miguel is very mad, actually.
Oh, all right.
I am
Careful.
sorry to hear that. Systematic racism is not right, no matter the reasons.
Who's the owner?
I will speak to the
Where is the owner?
owner of this establishment and see if you can come in.
Who all was looking at Hard Noggin specifically? Was anyone actually looking at him as a character, or they're just kind of passing a glance?
I mean, I spoke to him, so yeah, I would probably be
Mhm.
looking at him.
Go ahead and
I
give me a. Go ahead and just go. Let's get some rolls going. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I'm with Chippy, also with the kobold.
A
Can I also make one?
perception check.
Yep.
Can I also make one?
Yeah.
Open or blind?
Oh,
No, it's open.
okay.
Okay, how do I? Okay, I'm new to this. How do I make a perception check?
It
wait,
is under
found it.
attributes.
Found it.
Damn, look at that.
Ajax, as you look down at this kobold, you notice what looks to be a metal collar around his neck.
Is that a fucking collar?
Why is there a metal collar around your neck?
That's because ever since the kobolds have been, well, causing trouble, they don't really trust the kobolds, so this collar helps everyone knows that I'm friends with the humans, and that I can actually work with them. It's a sign of trust.
And yet they do not allow you in the tavern.
They will toss some coins every now and then as I play my lute out here. I've never really been much for the social crowd, but they have such amazing food here. But their food's been kind of running dry lately.
Oh, okay.
I will speak
I
to
get
the
a collar
owner
as
and
well?
make sure that you may come inside and be treated just the same as your other patrons.
Chippy is just looking at the collar, and I guess it's like, why a collar? Why not a bracelet or a hat? Why have they put a collar on you?
Well,
I look-
it was a bracelet, but my neck is really tiny, so it's the closest thing they had.
But have you
Gonna-
heard of friendship bracelets?
You kind of see him like point to his wrist a little bit and says, "My wrists are too tiny to fit any of the all the bracelets. They just kind of slipped off."
I would like to. Sorry, I'd like to look at Chippy for a moment. It's like, does this guy know they were gonna try and shackle him, but then his hands were too tiny, so they just shackled his neck?
So, do these look like shackles on his neck, or does it actually just look like a symbol?
It looks more like it actually looks like a metal collar of sorts, like an actual collar. It
Like
seems
something you would tie a leash to.
Yeah, but there doesn't seem to be any rings around it. It just seems to be almost decorative in design. May or may not be, but there is definitely a reason why he has it's metal, but
Zid will put his manacles around his neck and go in the tavern.
Chippy just kind of wants to try and break the collar. Does it look like something Chippy can break?
without injuring the kobold.
Yes, without injuring the kobold, ideally.
In the process of probably trying to break that, you'd have a pretty good chance of hurting him, but you're welcome to try. But he also
Well.
definitely might be scared of you.
Hang on, Chippy.
Hmm.
I think I know what you want to do. I can see it in your eyes. I have the same idea, but I think we really need to play it out proper here. Because if we do this, they may not like it, and he may not like it.
Yeah, if I don't
fair
have this collar, they can't. They don't really. I look a lot like some of the other kobolds, so if they don't see the collar, they just assume I'm one of them, and they might try running me out of town. And
Buddy,
really like
you got a buddy, you got a feather hat, and you play a lute. You don't look like any other kobold.
Unless every other kobold has a feather hat. And
Oh
We
my
all-
god!
We are a very singing tribe, as we were. A lot of us know a lot of songs. We learned them from the goblins.
Oh my fucking god, we're gonna deal with like a fucking musical troupe of fucking kobolds. Oh.
Goblin chew and goblin bite, goblin spit and goblin spite.
No.
Okay,
You successfully go inside this tavern, Zidsan, and everyone kind of looks, seeing the kobolds. They're kind of eyeing you a little bit, but they also see you entering in with a bunch of like other people, so they are going to just look
I
the other
am.
way at this point because you seem
know
to
what I'm
be
doing?
under control.
You're coming with me.
I'm
We
already at
heard
the
there
bar,
was food
waiting
and drink
for
here.
presumably the bartender to speak to us.
Yep, I'm just
Noggin,
gonna.
you are coming with us inside.
Okay, that means it's gonna be your responsibility.
It is my responsibility. Oh,
You're good. These doors. This is a weird, awkward map for doors.
Excuse me, are you the one who hired us to go after your grain and supplies?
Aye, that's be me, laddie. I've been trying to get rid of these kobolds from the village, and then they come from the mountains, and they've been stealing all of our grains. I haven't been able to make ale for weeks. I've been running low on supplies. My whiskey barrels are running dry. Look at the old Bessie over there. She barely has a single tap left in her. He kind of points over to like a barrel of like whiskey that's just slowly dripping, like a singular drip, as if almost the barrel itself is crying a tear.
Bessie's leaking, buddy.
What have we
I
all
am
in this
very-
world?
I am very sorry to hear about your troubles. We are here to help.
Look, these dang kobolds showed up. They've been taking all the grains. They came in after the harvest, and ever since the harvest, they waited and waited until the harvest was done, and then they took all of our labor. And now we're stuck here without any of this harvest that we worked so hard for.
yeah. If anyone knows Draconic, Kimagawa just says weak in Draconic.
Do I? Oh, I don't
Pathetic.
know Draconic.
I know Draconic.
You can just hear Magawa just saying like insults under like just openly towards the marquee.
The barkeep does see Zidsan, but it kind of notices, but seeing he has the collar around his neck and him being with the adventurers, he just kind of gives almost like a subtle little smile. As he kind of gets scared at first, but seeing as you seem so well mannered and with all of your friends there, it seems like you are well controlled. So he is very happy with that. As he says, "Looks like you're able to tame one of the kobolds after all. Maybe there is some hope for him. I got one of my
Excuse
own
me?
kobolds."
That language
Oh,
is
no.
demeaning and quite possibly racist.
I
They
demand
are
an
still
apology
thinking sapient
now.
beings, just like you or I.
You must
Have they-
apologize to
Have these
Hard
innocent beings taken all of your supplies from your town? Have they raided the-
Apologize to Hard Noggin, or we will not do this job.
Look, man.
And
he
allow
kinda-
him to be served at this tavern without fear of accosting or threats, like
Okay.
any other patron.
You see him.
For me,
You see the dwarf. You see the dwarf kind of go up. He kind of pulls up a stool, gets kind of close to your face, says, "Look, I don't care. I'm perfectly fine with the runt. It's the fact that the other people in the town, we got adventurers coming in, and they hear about the kobolds taking everything, and I don't want the little guy to get hurt, man. He's
So you
I don't
put him
really-
outside where he can get hurt without anyone seeing.
Yeah.
We have windows all over this place, but he also
Okay.
safer. Do you think
All
the
right.
adventurers are gonna come by outside? Do you see how many
Let's-
and he kind of points up. I got drunken adventurers at the wazoo every day. They'll try to pick a fight with anything they see. As you kind
Let's-
of see this hyena over here, kind of eyeing the kobold as he kind of polishes his like lance a little bit. But seeing as you're with the group, he's just kind of only giving you a little side eyes. You're kind of there.
Listen, buddy. I know I'm all about this sort of protecting shit, right? But you put a goddamn fucking metal collar on this guy.
If
You
that
know,
kind
I
of thing
mean-
else would be noticeable from a distance.
And you said you're running out of, alcohol. So I think drunken adventure is gonna not be too much of a problem for you until we solve this issue.
Look, if you can get rid of those kobolds, then all the actual kobolds who are good, as you say, will actually be able to go around here without having any issues.
Well, that adds another fucking layer to this damn thing. All right.
Personally, I believe that there are several social, economical, and subconscious biases in this town's population. After all, if these were human bandits, you would not put collars on humans, correct?
Not only my
Mc-
downtime, buddy.
McCullough sweats a little bit on that. Oh,
Just casual referencing to collars, okay. 'Cause look, if you go up there, you show me my grains of wheat, and I'll get every single one of these kobolds their own house if I have to. I just need something to keep this inn afloat. I'll give them a room, a board, everything as long as they want.
All right. You know, okay. Sounds good. Can
Could
we
you
all?
perhaps give us a map or some directions to where the kobolds are hiding out?
Yeah, I just follow up the path. You go up the old dwarven mines.
Okay. Why are they old? Are they not in use?
Do you know how much the swords sell for these days? People have been dropping swords left and right. The real money is where the ale is. We've been switching over to ale ever since. He kind of goes, we've been switching over to ale, and now I've been making more profits than ever until those nasty kobolds start stealing all of our wheat.
have you ever tried hiring them?
That's a good point,
I-
actually.
You see, you just see him kind of look around a little bit, kind of eyeing some of the other patrons. Look, we've never been able to hire them. They don't seem to want to work for coin. They don't seem to want to work for anything. They just kind of stay up there, and then they come by, steal stuff, and then leave. I'd love to talk to one of them, but Lord bless if they ever stick around. You know those things have dark vision? They'll go away, they'll stay in the middle of the night and stalk you till you're blue. And you'll never even know they're there.
All right. Then, in that case, we'll have to try and talk some sense into them or cut some sense into them. I don't care if that didn't fit or not. Until then, I look at our little kobold friend, not the one who's in the party with us, the one between me and AJ. It's like, all right, buddy, listen, be safe. And if anyone tries to touch a look down, a scale on this little guy, I will come back and, do the fucking same thing. You know.
You see Hard Knock give it, well, actually, I might be able to help you a little bit. I have a little bit of song in my step, and I haven't really played a melody tune of happiness in a while. It's all just been kind of, well, very sad tunes, but I would be happy to come along and kind of help you a little bit. The kobolds can be a little bit tricky sometimes, and it'd be helpful to have someone who kind of knows them a little. As you kind
I
of
look
see
at-
him.
Your assistance is appreciated, but we do not want to put you at risk.
It is all your choice, friend.
Up to you, buddy.
This will just make a great song maybe one day or something. I don't know. I don't want this to be just I want if kobolds are gonna be a problem, then a kobold is gonna need to help solve this. And I know you have one, but I'd be happy to come along too.
All right, fair enough.
All right. Cannot argue that. Take off the collar.
Kind of see the dwarf said, okay, I'll take off the collar. But make sure he doesn't stray off too well. Adventurers think kobolds are nothing but monsters, so they'll try attacking him if they think he's not freaking with someone else.
Yeah, we got it. Reckless idiots. Collar off.
See Hardnoggin go over, and you kind of see him reach over, and with almost like a little bit of a magical touch, you see him as he kind of unshackles some of this metal around the kobold's neck, and the kobold is now freed. You have freed him.
Wait, he was in prison?
It's a meme.
Well, metaphorically speaking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's thinking like the Pokemon freaking meme. Free him.
The moment we step outside, he just fucking offs into the woodland.
Just to
We're
get
like, wait.
bodied.
It's like, well, buddy.
That
Well-
was free. I didn't
well-
fucking-
Well, Patrick, we did it. We freed the kobolds, and everything is dying in the background.
Alright.
Let us be on our way.
Okay, let me copy and paste everyone so I can get the new. It's always like copying and pasting everyone's always the journey itself. There we go. Okay, he's actually here. Okay, let me see if I am missing anyone. Obviously,
Jeez.
double
Well,
hard
I know what I'm
knockers.
doing when I get back to town. I'm gonna have to start a civil rights movement.
I'm just gonna ask hard knocking. Play us a song.
Yep.
Preferably one of Gentle Heartbeat's
Oh my
Topic
God.
Golden Horde.
Guys, my evil twin is here.
Oh boy.
Wait,
Oh,
Oh
how
shit!
did the one
Oh,
get
fuck.
token?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
hey, that's what your token. Well, I was wondering where it went.
sometimes I can see him in the corner of my eye, following me, taunting me, calling me out.
You do hear, as he only knows somber tones, he just mentions, it's gonna hear him sing the, "A tasty food has left our place, our grain stores are all gone. I worked all season for my taste, and now the ale moves on."
You you know any more chipper tunes, my friend?
When there is cause for celebration, I will have a sing-song in my step.
Oh
But
God,
now,
he's one of those bards. Damn it! All right.
Ajax just starts beeping the coffin dance song.
The what?
The coffin.
Yeah, the
dance.
what
Oh,
now?
sorry.
Have you not heard of the coffin dance song?
No.
Dun,
Uh,
dun, dun,
he,
dun,
his
dun,
only
dun, dun.
his
Oh,
only job is he will give you all, anyone within 60 feet of him will get Inspire Courage. The trick is he is probably not going to be on the front lines. He's probably going to be way back here. So good luck actually being within 60 feet of him.
All right.
It's within
That
60
sounds,
feet. It doesn't mean he's going to be within 60 feet of you.
that sounds good.
Okay, so now you've now made your way up this road here, and as you slowly approach the cave where Hardnoggin says the kobolds have been hiding out, you see a single man who is lazily twirling his dagger in his claws. It is still kind of dark. No, it's not dark. It is pretty much light out. You can make out what looks to be a panting dog that seems to be sniffing the ground as it goes. He does look over to you all, noticing you all there, and he just kind of gives you a little bit of an eye, just kind of sneering and just kind of looking in to see what you all are approaching.
Excuse me, buddy. We're just passing by.
Here, and you just kind of hear this guy. "If you're here for the kobolds, I've already got dibs on them. I'm waiting on them to come out of this cave, and then I'm going to ambush them. Then I'll be trying to take my gold.
Are you gonna try to kill them?
What else do you do with kobolds? Obviously,
Uh,
ones
Talk to
that
them.
I'm gonna size of. I'm gonna aid with whoever's next check here with intimidation. If anyone says anything.
Listen, buddy, I really don't give two craps about you waiting around or something. If you want to wait, you be my fucking guest. But we are moving through. We're gonna move in, we'll do the job, and you can wait here. If we fail, there you go, that's yours. But again, that's a big F. Now move.
also, really, my guy, dibs? You did you just say you had dibs on the kobolds? Like, really?
If you come out of there alive, then you can go back to town and collect the gold. But if you manage to get trapped in there, I'm taking all of your body's loot as well as the kobolds.
Hold on.
So you're a coward then. You want my so
Strategic
are you saying you want my stuff? And I'll draw the sword. Do you want the sword right now?
There is no need to escalate to violence.
He will give you the sword if you want. So.
Give me a perception check.
Me or
Whoever's trying to talk and doing the intimidation, give me a perception check.
alright.
That would be
Well,
me.
I'm not doing intimidation. But...
Is it public or private?
You can always be
There you
public. I don't care about freaking private roles.
There you go. 16.
11.
Let me get.
Man, that hunk of metal sure is intimidating.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Y'all on.
Well, I'm not.
No one
I'm
is.
not
Well,
trying to
that's
intimidate
that's
him.
all
But...
perception.
Oh,
AJ.
Ajax.
As you
Our radio.
hear your friend talk about giving this guy the sword, this guy does not seem to flinch at all. However, Ajax, you hear the faint sounds of bows being strung and pulled back in a distance. You hear that very faint sound of basically like just a very faint sound of bows being pulled back as the string is stressing the wood itself.
There is no need to engage in hostilities. We are simply trying to pass through. Please, let us use this bridge.
He kind of passes by. He kind of looks at you all. And, okay, but if you come out of there without any kobolds, he's gonna look at you. Still gonna get dibs on him.
You do whatever you want, buddy.
Are you saying you also have dibs on me then?
If you go, if all of your
quick
go ahead.
does this person seem to be affiliated with Dawnhaven at all?
No,
No.
he definitely
so
looks
then-
like he is not from Dawnhaven.
Okay. All right.
One moment, actually. I'll sheath the sword back in its place and I'll turn towards him. So looking through him, he can't really see my face because I'm wearing the helmet, but I'll like stare at him and he can tell. I'll just say, "What kind of dog is that?"
It's a wild, it is a wild border shepherd. The biggest dog you've ever seen. Bred for
What's his
war and
name?
combat.
What's his name?
His name is, and he's kind of Slobbers. Isn't that right,
Oh, hey.
Slobbers?
His name is Slavos?
Slobbers.
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 You see, like, just
Yeah.
a huge strand of drool, like, go down from, like, the dog's mouth.
I'll walk up to the dog and I'll look down and I was like, "Who's a goddamn good boy? That's right, it's you. It's
Who's
you.
a goddamn good boy?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And I always
Yeah.
appreciate dogs.
The best fucking boy in the world, you
Gonna
stupid
go
bastard.
all the way
You
back
are.
down to grab. Oh, I fell off the map.
I'm just a good boy. And Sid does that to the man.
You will never find a more loyal companion than a dog.
Who is this guy?
Just a random person.
Who is that guy? He must have been from the tavern. I thought he was one of the you. I copied and pasted him because I thought he was one of you guys for a second. Whoops.
Old
We
man
should keep
following.
going, my
Oh
friends.
man!
Old man Jenkins at it again.
We do not want to be out in the open like this.
Before we go, one more question. Do you know anything about the tactics of these kobolds? Any tips?
Kind of, I'll give him a. Let's give him a recall knowledge check on it. Let's go with society.
Society.
Can I do something with the warfare lore?
Do you know if
Go
they live
for
in
it.
a society or not?
He is unfamiliar with kobold society.
All right. Can I do something with warfare lore? Considering Miguel is also Draconic Instinct Barbarian. If that would help.
Anything you ask about kobolds is the exact same thing that your friend could tell you right there, in front of your face.
It's just basically they probably like ambush and all that stuff, right?
You could ask your
let me
kobold.
see.
Yeah. Well, I would
You have
assume
kobold lore. Use that kobold lore.
Yeah,
I rolled
so-
kobold lore.
I know myself. Thank you.
Hey. So, just saying. Are we killing these kobolds? I'm so far confused about one thing.
We are not
I'd
killing
rather
them.
not.
We
I
are
mean,
subjugating them.
We
Sentient-
we are not
sentient
killing
being.
nor subjugating the kobolds. We
we're
are approaching
subjugating.
diplomatically.
Also, this is not for actual, but I'm guessing none of you are gonna turn back and like do a quick, like underhanded attack at the bandits. Clearly not
No.
bandits.
If these are bandits, and they're probably getting stars on the way back, Megala will tear them to shreds. I swear to God.
I mean, if
this
push
is-
comes to shove, Ajax will
This is just for
Ajax will
EXP.
hit a bitch, but oh
This is purely
Are
for
they-
EXP.
Are they fighting us?
oh okay.
This is for EXP,
Oh,
so I
got
see
it.
how much.
Okay, got it.
Yep. That is 100 EXP for avoiding the fight. You'd be surprised how many people would actually just attack them because they assume that they're on the road, so they must be there to be dead.
Oh, that's cool.
Yay!
Oh.
I'm assuming Ajax told us about the bowstrings, right?
I probably would have mentioned it like as we left, but kind of whispered.
That's the kind of reason why I kind of went around over here, actually. But yeah.
I
But
would just kind of whisper to everyone, but I didn't
Yeah.
really get a chance to RP that.
my worry is that if there's people with bows trying to ambush the kobolds, what's stopping them from ambushing us on the way out? So let's just be aware of that.
Yeah.
This is true.
That
This
is something you
very
should
true.
be aware of.
They
Uh,
would probably know that if they were to attack any adventurers of Dawnhaven, that the might of Dawnhaven would probably come down upon them.
Yeah, they would probably get like squished by 90 different adventurers.
I mean, have y'all how
Oh, no.
respectful of y'all? How
On the
respectful?
way,
Go ahead.
oh, sorry, keep going.
Is it like how respectful are y'all of law enforcement at other towns?
Alright. Well, let's just say
Go to the
Gorm
wall.
Magala's roommate is Garm, and Garm can track them down no matter where they be. So they would probably not want to fuck with anyone in this party.
On the way inside, I'm not Ajax. What the fuck?
I'm Asia.
Edward would look at Ajax and sort of raise his fist up, sort of like a fist bump. It's like, good call out there.
Oh, you know what he's gonna do. Fist
What?
bump. La 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 la.
What? Is that a noise you make when someone does that to you?
What is this?
It is just something curious that I picked up.
I don't know. I can
Okay.
see through this door.
Yeah,
What's
what's
that's not
You
actually,
got the reference though, right?
I forgot to
You
mark
got
that
the-
one door. That's
I
just the only
know.
door I forgot to mark.
Alright.
Uh,
Let's just go and
Am I
step
the only
right
one who
in.
understood where the blah 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 thing came from?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's big hero 6. Like
That Moku.
Let's just get you over to
Oh my god, I can see off the map what the hell's going on.
Oh god.
What?
I
Map
I
letting
can't
you
even
go
I can't
out-
even fucking zoom because I don't have a
I can
mouse. I
see
have a
like right
trackpad.
here.
Uh,
I can see through right here.
I think I might be able to. I can set the view position. That should fix it.
Yeah,
Oh.
can you thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go. I don't know if that automatically did it for everyone, but I updated the scene initial view. Did that fix it for everyone?
I can see it better now, yes.
Okay.
I
It is a very
Yeah.
large thing. As you step into this corridor, the door
Wow.
seems to be what looks to be about dwarf size, as well as maybe kobold size. You're not really too sure
Oh
the height
fuck,
difference.
I'm gonna have a hard time then.
But there does seem to be a little bit of like a modded, like you kind of see the doorway's been like kind of chipped away at the top to be able to like fit larger creatures. But like you see the door, and then the door is like extends like up and just like vacant areas. They're trying to like get this doorway to kind of work.
Walking
What
in
is-
because I'm wearing a helmet and all that. Do I do the stormtrooper knock on the head on the way in? Yeah.
Bonk.
And then it's like, God damn it. Need to be-
Ajax just moves with very precise, little movements as he adjusts himself. You just in like certain narrow passages, you'll just hear this whine as he slowly deflates himself to fit through, and then the whirl of him reinflating.
This implies Ajax chooses to be fat.
What the hell was that? Did you hear that?
I find that this appearance is more suitable to help put people at ease and treat my patients.
It can be pretty intimidating, too. Yep.
Quick question. What does this seem to be like?
Yep. I was kind of waiting on. Also, I am editing that door now. Thank you. Let me get back to the tokens. Okay. As you step inside, you see what looks to be a giant kind of like bridge over what looks to be a huge amount of water underneath, as if this, as you kind of know, obviously outside there was a giant river, and so you'd imagine that for some reason they decided to flow that river into this. You're not really too sure what kind of building this is, actually, but they do seem to have flowing water on the inside.
I'm about to insult some dwarven architecture is what I'm about to do. Why would they put flowing water under a bridge in a place that is obviously a mine that could
Some
be
mines,
eroded?
some mines can act as some form of forge as well, so maybe they use the water to cool down some of their equipment.
In
It
Draconic
Not
is also
equipment.
possible that this river was always there, and they
Sure.
simply built a bridge over it.
Someone should also make sure that these bridges are not trapped for creatures bigger than small.
That is an excellent point. Does anyone perhaps have a pole?
No.
I have a special kind of pole. I'll just go
I
ahead and take my axe.
I doubt you have that kind of pole. I mean, I've seen. Oh, you mean that? Okay, never mind.
I have a fishing
What's
pole.
gonna go there? What's
I'm just
gonna go
gonna
there?
go ahead and push my axe, which is called the can opener for a reason. Looks at Ajax.
Aren't you
You're
also an
lucky.
automaton?
He is an automaton.
Oh, so
He's just
both
a
of you are
quadruped.
automaton.
Were you from the war?
Nope.
I was originally made in Axis.
What were you before? Tell me.
Before I was exiled from Axis to the material plane, I was a field medic there as well.
I was talking to this one. I know that
Me?
you are. Yeah. You're not
I'm
the automaton.
Oh,
no.
jeez.
See, I got flesh under this metal.
Oh. So you're into cosplay.
But it's standard knight armor. I don't understand.
I mean, peels
I
off and
believe
make
he is
know that.
making a joke.
Oh, is he? Maybe you weren't programmed for jokes.
It is
Oh.
not my primary programming, but I certainly have some good ones.
Not you, the other one. But I want to
I
try that
apologize.
actually. Tell me a joke.
Alright.
Oh, fuck! Put me on the spot.
Oh
I'm
well.
usually better. I'm usually better at memes. All right, all right. Here's a joke. Here's a joke. I seem to have recalled one from my database.
2 goldfish are
One
in the
night,
tank.
the world's greatest detective and his assistant were camping out under the stars. The greatest detective opened his eyes and asked his assistant, "What do you see?" And the assistant said, "I see millions of stars in the sky." And the detective said, "What can you infer from that?" And the assistant said, well, if there are millions of stars in the sky, then perhaps some of those stars have worlds that are just like us and have life. And perhaps there are people on those worlds, looking at the sky, same as us, and wondering if there is life out there as well." And then the detective said, "No, you idiot, someone stole our tents."
All right. That's a good one. That's a very good one actually. Oh man.
Well, Miguel is pressing upon this bridge in the meantime, with the axe, making sure if there's any thing, and looking out for wires, if that makes any sense. So I am not trained in theory, but if anyone else is, that would be useful.
I'll try and keep an eye out overall as well for traps.
Yes, I will. I will take
And step across first.
shit. I keep forgetting like all the exploration activities and shit.
Yeah.
I completely forget about it every time. I don't even know
Seek,
like they exist.
scouting, you know what?
Is it seek? Is seek what I'm wanting to do?
Yeah, seeking is probably the one that you.
Okay, yeah. Then I will be seeking for traps as well.
I'd like to seek out the traps.
Um,
But but
still
uh,
out.
but I am looking out for the oh, never mind. Yeah, just traps in general.
There's also, if you're like a rogue or something, avoid notice, so you can go ahead and like stealth up and on my one motion to.
I'm gonna tell you, babe, I am not the best at stealth.
Mm.
Like I have a +1.
Don't worry, Miguel Augustus. He's gonna check the door also by opening it.
Yes.
Well,
he
I
did.
mean, if Gore was able to cross that bridge, I suppose I
One
can
at a
too.
time.
He is on all fours though, but all right.
I mean, he is probably heavier than most of
I
us.
Miguel at this point is not on all fours. He's only on his twos, and he has the axe out.
Oh,
He's
little
gonna drape
T-Rex,
over.
going T-Rex mode.
Everything seems to be normal so far.
The
I
wall
bet
just
you.
seems fine.
I bet you at the end the whoa.
Check the inside of these suits of armor, making sure there's no kobolds on the inside of them.
So,
let me-
actually, yes. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh fuck.
So, are you touching the armor?
Uh,
I just
I'm gonna be slowly opening like the helmet slot.
I just
Yeah.
want
Okay.
to say I have my axe and shield out the moment we entered in this room.
Same.
So you walk into your first room, you see 4 beautiful statues, one in each of the corners, standing at attention with their weapons grasped firmly in front of them. In the middle of the room seems to be 6 chairs surrounding 2 large holes with stone rim around it. The statues seem to be wielding a wooden. All of them seem to be wielding wooden weaponry, as one of them seems to be a wooden shield and spear. One seems to be a wooden sword. You have a bow and you have a wooden staff. As you look into one of these statues, is that Gore that made that?
Yep.
Give me a reflex saving throw.
Oh boy. Lovely. 14.
You see, you kind of look into this, and as you kind of start messing with the statues without knowing what's going on, a singular dart comes out of the mouth of the statue, hitting you directly in the forehead for 6 damage.
Dang.
Now you may continue.
I'm
Also,
gonna pull the dart out. Just like what the dart seems to be made of make, and also, does it seem to be poisoned? Is the question.
not this one. But as you
Oh,
all,
I think someone got locked out.
no one is on the outside. You
No,
all
no,
on, unless someone got their token off the map. Does everyone?
I think we're good.
More or
Here's
less.
our bard.
Who's rattling the door? Oh!
Is the door locked?
Yes. As you all get inside this room, all of the doors, the other 2 doors were already closed, but the door behind you ends up closing, and it seems to be locked. As you hear a faint, laughing voice coming through the distance in all of your heads, but it doesn't seem to have any discernible sound.
Alright. I have once again. I have a crowbar, and I'm just gonna go and.
Yep. So you just hear them say, "Welcome to my dungeon. It looks like some more people have come to try to kill the kobolds. How cute! I will see if you could get past all my little games, and maybe if you pass my little games, then maybe I'll let you see the kobolds after all."
Who said that we were here to kill the kobolds?
Hey, listen. I swear to God, we came here to talk. But if you're gonna make us go through this shit, I will change my mind. Trust me.
But
I'm
let's just
just
say,
gonna-
don't mess with the scenery too much before you know what's going on, or you might get a little bit bit, or maybe even a little bit shocked. You
Alright,
try
as
to.
he's alright, before I touch the door, actually, especially when he says a little bit shocked, Magawa is gonna go ahead and wrap up his what's it called? We're gonna go ahead and use what do I have here? We're gonna go ahead and use soap. Why not?
Please, soap. Well,
To
I'm
provide
not.
some insulation here.
You all do hear the sound of almost like running, but it seems to be running away.
Gonna pry
Sup-
open this door.
Sure. Go and give me an athletics check.
This is with the crowbar, so I don't have to take the what's it called? My S2 penalty.
Are you trying to force open, or are you trying to jimmy the lock?
I'm trying to force open. 21.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're not legendary.
You tried to kind of get this crowbar on the door, and as your crowbar gets close to the door, you hit what seems to be almost like a force that seems to be preventing you, as if almost the door is magically enchanted to not be able to be opened.
Alright.
You will now have this room with two giant well-looking things in the room.
I would like to
Chippy-
cautiously look down the well.
Chippy
Yes, you
wanted to
may.
cast detect magic to see what items in the room are magical.
Yes, you may.
Yeah.
You detect magic. You learn that within a 30-foot range around you, there is magic.
Is that
Wow.
all?
I never would have guessed.
It actually is. Unless if you have to walk around and use pinpoint location using the 30-foot radius to actually see what is and isn't magical. A level 1 cantrip only lets you know that there is magic around. It's not until level 3 that you actually or the 3rd level that you actually learn what school of magic it is.
Oh, damn. Damn.
But yes, there is magic in this room.
Oh, good to know. Chippy's convinced there's magic in the room.
I very cautiously look down the well. What do I see?
Upon looking inside the hole, you see a bunch of beautiful fish swimming around. Some fish you've never even seen before, but some you think you might recognize. There does seem to be more of a skinnier, slithering kind of fish down there, and there seems to be a lot of them. But at the bottom of the pool, there seems to be a small chest, almost begging you to pull it out of the water.
Alright, I got a grappling hook.
Sid
Hey,
will
yo,
take out his fishing pole.
You're actually gonna fall for that? Literally, by the way. It's a chest that's just sitting there. And this
Menacingly.
bastard just said, ha ha ha. Evil laugh, by the way. Insert evil laugh.
I'm not gonna leave it just unopened.
I also have a grappling hook, actually.
my dragon's greed is taking over. Let me do this.
Alright,
I mean, I can't really think of anything else to do in this room, so yeah, impromptu fishing session.
Alright.
What are
Let's
these things
start
around the
keep-
wells?
Let's
They
scratch that
they
off
seem to
list.
be stone, like little stone circles with little wooden planks on top of it to kind of help with the support a little bit. You probably think that they actually probably did fish in here at one point.
I
Sid-
wouldn't
Sid
sit
will
on
go
that,
fish
and
over
he
here.
sits on it.
I am going to sit and fish.
Yep.
Alright.
As for the grappling hook, please describe your grappling hook in very good detail for me.
It's a
It's
a grappling
it's a
hook with the
grappling
rope
hook.
tied to it.
What is
Yeah.
what is the other end tied to?
The other end tied to?
Obviously one is the grappling head. What is the actual body and end of the grappling hook?
The end of the grappling hook? I would imagine a hoop or circle to tie around my waist or something.
So where do you put the other end of this grappling hook?
Alright, well, I'm gonna put. What do you mean? I'm
Are
gonna
you
put it
holding
around my
on
waist.
to it?
Okay, well, actually,
Yep,
I will actually secure my grappling hook to the stone seat. I'll tie a good knot, make sure I have enough slack to
Yep.
cast it and pull
And
it up.
who said they're attaching it around their waist?
That would be Magala, and if anyone wants to help me, that's fine.
Yes. Would
This
anyone
is-
like to assist him pulling this very heavy, probably heavy chest up?
What's the chest made of?
You can do it.
Chippy doesn't directly join to help, but he stays on the ready in case something pulls Magala in.
Right. Well, it's a very heavy chest. I imagine that's probably just filled with rocks, though.
Maybe the treasure was inside of us all along.
I just went
Okay, what the fuck? I'm looking through the racial stats. Like I don't need to eat or drink, and I technically don't need to sleep, but I still need to breathe.
Yeah, Miguel is gonna
So-
go ahead and leverage
Yep.
himself on this.
Bullshit.
Go ahead and make
Leaning
an
back.
athletics check to see if you can snag the chest in your first go.
All right, we'll see.
Should I do the same thing?
How are you helping him?
No, I'm doing it myself. I have my own grappling hook.
Okay, and where's your grappling hook tied to?
I tied it to the stone seat.
So these stone seats aren't particularly attached to the ground. I would like to let that be known. They're obviously
Oh,
movable.
they're not.
Yeah, they're kind of movable. How would you get that's not cement. But yes.
Oh, I
Gold.
thought they were like maybe bolted to the ground, so I tied around one of the legs.
You can try
s-
attaching it
so-
to the statues.
So Magala, you get this grappling hook, and you manage to hit the top of a chest with a grappling hook. I'm not really too sure what you were expecting to happen, but you hit the top of a chest with a grappling hook.
Yeah, is it not? Is there nothing for it to catch on?
It is a box. It is a square box. Um,
Does it
But-
have any handles or like?
I will say, as you kind of like trying to hit it, you have disturbed these fish, and they are very angry at this predator that has entered their water. And I need you to make a fortitude save.
A fortitude save? I'm not even in the water.
I need you to make a fortitude save.
All right, 21.
Okay. You see a bunch of very angry fish begin to kind of go around this metal chain, and those slippery little lanky boys in there wrap themselves around this chain and deliver an extremely high voltage shock all the way up this metal.
It's rope, though.
You said it was metal.
I did not
Well,
say
that
it was
Hook
metal.
is metal, not the rope.
Yeah, the hook is metal. A rope would just be hemp.
Yeah,
I thought it was a metal chain. That's why as you describe it, and you're like, oh, it's a good time to memorize. Thank.
I did not say metal chain. Maybe if it was, you probably said it in your mind, but
Probably.
that's not what I said.
I imagine the grappling hook would have like a metal chain instead of a wooden thing.
It would probably be
I
sturdier.
mean, it's not wood
but,
either.
yeah.
I mean, okay.
Not
So
wood,
the
but-
grappling
well, I mean,
hook
rope.
itself, the grappling
Not
hook
rope.
itself is metal, yes, but the rope itself is probably like hempen or something like that. Although one could argue because it's underwater. Although there would still be
Water-
a dry part.
Yeah, water does. Yeah, it's a little bit. No, I'll give him that. I was imagining the grappling hooks were made out of metal chains. Either way, you do manage to hit a box with a grappling hook, which seems really clever, but you also just hit a box with a metal hook. Nothing really to perch onto there. Not enough to be able to like get
Like,
enough.
oh, you can't perch it. Okay.
You'd have to
Nothing.
really you'd have to play like the world's best crane game with
All right,
this.
I would hate to do this, but I do have belladonna. I could just poison the fish and kill them that way.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I don't want
Okay,
to poison
so
the fish. but
since
can
my
we-
stool plan isn't really working, I guess
Mm.
I'll tie it to the base of one of the statues very carefully so I don't get darted.
Mhm.
And then I will try something similar.
I am
Fine.
intrigued
How-
by where this is
how-
going.
Is the top of the treasure chest? Is there something to hook onto the treasure chest? And is it above the water?
No, it is. It is about 20 feet deep in the water, as the water seems to be pretty still down there. But the well itself, the well actually is only about 5 feet tall. It's kind of like a little, 5 feet tall, kind of like rim. But down below, it's maybe a 30-foot drop, with the water included to the bottom. So about 10-foot drop till you get to the water, and then there's about 20 feet of water down below, where the chest is at the bottom.
Sid will find out exactly how many feet of water it is.
What the?
It is
fuck?
exactly 16.5.
It's about 16, 17 feet water.
How the fuck do you have just this item?
I would say that you did get the hint. There is electric eels in this water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would anyone like to aid me on my athletics check?
I'm busy over
I'm not
here.
the strongest.
Sure,
Yes.
I'll help.
All right, just need a
No
20.
wonder I don't prepare Mage Hand.
This is
So
a
how
heavy
does
object.
I don't know if Mage Hand will help you here.
How does aiding work here?
Aiding,
base-
you can just give a +2 if you aid it. You can roll if you're doing out of combat. I'll have you just roll something, like just roll me like a d20 or something.
Hmm.
If you just
Yeah,
all of
so-
you roll just flat d20. I'm not. It's too complex to make it anything greater. You can just roll a flat d20.
All right then. I also have I'm also trained in athletics, if that helps.
Yeah.
I am also trained in athletics.
So flat d20. There you go. 10.
I'll give it the +2. That's a 10 or higher. I'll give him the +2. Go and see if you
Nice.
can play the best crane game of your life.
Oh God, I hope so.
You just
So-
hear some faint, like almost like laughter at y'all. All of your heads and all of you combined just hear this kind of like almost like mocking laughter coming from your heads.
All right.
Well,
Well,
no.
if he's laughing, I'm just gonna go ahead and like laugh at this and just gonna drop the poison belladonna into the fucking pool. Fucking hell.
The eels will make their what did you say?
Fortitude says
It's not technically you, but they will
maximum duration 10 minutes, 30 minutes.
It takes 10 minutes for the onset, so are we just waiting for
Are
them
you-
to?
Yep.
I would say that it would definitely disperse very evenly in this water, as you are poisoning an entire water supply with one single use
I
of
have 2
belladonna.
doses if you want it.
Give me the hook. Let me try and hook this thing in.
It is
Holy
it
shit.
is set 16.5 feet deep of water, but I will say you throwing that in there, that is toxic to the fish. The eels do swim away. The eels definitely do swim away. They're not being controlled by anything. They just really didn't like people messing with their water in their home.
All right. I'm gonna go in.
Oh boy. Anyways,
So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the grappling hook back up. I'm gonna still have it tied around me, but I'm gonna have it connected to the lip of this well.
You put a lot of faith in this lip of this well.
no. You fucking go in your belladonna water. No.
Yeah,
Get over
I'm
there.
going in.
I like how he's about to go swim in the water he just poisoned.
I can hold my breath.
That's,
I mean, he doesn't need to drink the water.
Fucking
Yeah.
swim in the belladonna water. Get out of here.
I'm swimming in the belladonna water. You can't stop me.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Go swim in the belladonna water.
I'm specifically dropping all my other gear except for my armor here.
okay.
All right.
Dang, even your weapons.
I'm fine. It should be fine. I'm gonna go take a jump in.
Okay.
Swan dive in.
Go ahead. How heavy is your character?
It's not specified.
What is your character made of?
Right now, the way his composition is, he seems to be made of metal, but is heavily rusted / eroding away. So
So,
how
iron.
heavy do you think a giant iron statue falling into a water would be?
well, that depends on how many feet. And honestly,
16.5. We know
You-
I
it's
would
seven.
you
I would
are-
imagine that he is made of a special polymer. We'll just say I don't know. I have
I will-
not.
you can
You are
100%.
you are at least probably half a ton.
I'm probably at least I would say 500 pounds.
So you want to ask the amount of strength of your party members? You want to see how strong they are? But by all means, I will say
hit
there
the
was
water. I'm not gonna be
yeah.
like dropping it like fast as hell.
there was a 10-foot drop from the bottom of the well to like, because this is just an opening. This isn't actually an opening. This is just an opening. Yes, you do manage to get in the water with a loud splunk as water begins to rise all around you. You manage to get down to the bottom and grab the chest.
Alright, I'm gonna try to lift it off the ground.
Yep, give me that athletics to see
Okay.
how heavy it is.
I should probably open it first, shouldn't I?
Should you?
But that would probably be a very bad idea if it's trapped in the water, especially.
Also, I am going to ask a fortitude saving throw from you just because you literally poisoned the water yourself.
I have not ingested it. I'm holding my breath.
It is a toxin. You
It's
are
a
made of
toxin
metal.
that specifies ingested, not injured or anything like that.
Yeah, it does say it's when
It-
you.
I mean, and just he's also rusting metal, which the water would just kind of seep in his little crevices and cracks. I also don't think metal. I'm also a little bit curious on what metal would even do in the first place, because he's made of metal and it's poison. Technically, metal should be
He's
immune to
got an
poison.
automaton core though that makes him functionally functionally similar to a normal
Ah.
living being.
Yeah.
So-
Like, I think he can swim.
I
and stuff
don't
like
need to
normal.
eat or drink. I don't need to sleep.
So
Still need
you
to
are,
breathe.
But I
Some
do need a
ungodly
daily
reason.
period of rest.
So
Imagine
you-
that, a robot suffocating.
Yeah, so you are able to get this chest. You're able to kind of lift it up. You're not really too sure if you can. You are able to lift it up off the sand. It is pretty heavy, as one
How
would
heavy?
imagine. But it is. I would say it's maybe about 20 pounds. It's nothing too heavy, but it is being weighed down by the force of water. But you're able to kind of lift it enough. Now how do you plan on getting back up?
I go and pull myself up using the rope, and if anyone's helping me, that would be useful.
I
Maybe
guess
not.
500
Chippy starts pulling the rope up as well.
500
Maybe
pounds
check
is
to the
not a
doctor
lot of
for that?
weight to
In
strain
water?
a rope. In water, especially so.
Yeah.
Things get lighter in water.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
buoyancy.
How do you have buoyancy? You're made of metal.
My living core would not be exposed out to the open. Is what I would say.
It's like saying your internal organ should give you buoyancy.
That is
Yeah, they do actually.
against a metal frame. Nah, I'm just you could. I do want some athletics checks just to see how
Yeah.
successful. This is more me just humoring a little bit, but I want Chippy to make an athletics check.
Sure.
Oh, fun! I'm gonna reroll that one with a hero point.
There we go. Okay, you're able
22,
to. Both of you together are able to pull up, and you manage to get the chest up to the surface. It seems to be completely like It seems to be like you kind of look, and it is completely water sealed.
All right.
Let's
go
see if it's
ahead.
trapped before we open it.
Yeah. If we
I'll
don't know if it's
I'll
trapped,
probably
and
do
if we
something
can pop it
similar.
open, Miguel is just gonna go ahead and put the grappling hook on wherever crack of the lid at, and pull it open from a distance.
Okay.
If that's the case.
Let me check if it's trapped first.
Yep. I know. I'm just saying that's what we're gonna probably be doing after.
Hey, Bard, what's the kobold's name again? I'll look at the Bard in the corner.
Hard
Oh,
noggin.
noggin.
Listen, hard noggin. Got anything in that noggin of yours that tells us how dangerous kobold traps can be?
I don't really
Well,
think
I
this
can
is
tell you.
trapped, but he'll roll a little skill for you. There we go.
Hard noggin at it again?
He's pretty sure that knowing a lot of this, he's pretty sure that whatever's going on, it seems to be a game, and as much as kobolds love their traps, they also actually just love games and riddles and puzzles. Part of their traps is the whole point of a puzzle in the first place. It's like a puzzle you have to figure out, or else you get suffering from it. It's like a
People are
painful
like-
puzzle.
No. All right.
All right, you know what? I'm probably gonna adopt a similar strat to Gore and just kind of gently lower myself into the water with the grappling hook. I will take care, though, not to disturb
Yep.
the water too
The
much.
chest-
And
He did pull the chest out of the water. The chest is out of the water now.
I thought there were
there's-
two chests,
there's-
one for each
there's
well.
One.
Oh, no,
There's
there was
one?
no, there's just one. You looked in each of the wells, and only one of them had a chest at the bottom of it.
Oh, okay. I thought there was a chest in each of them. Never mind.
All right. Shall we open this chest and see?
Zid will check if the chest is trapped.
How do you check that?
You'll check.
I mean,
It's the only low skill he had. Okay. He should have
Isn't
had
there just-
kobold lore, I think. Or something.
Alright, can I
Just
use
actually
warfare
check the
lore
trap?
to help him because I would probably have dealt with traps
Just roll the
before.
d20. Just roll the d20. I'm not dealing with these plus modifiers and everything. Just give me a flat d20. And yes, Chippy. I would say
Oh my
wait.
god!
y'all are pretty sure these chests isn't trapped. Y'all are pretty. Also, you didn't roll a 1d20. You just rolled d20. I don't even know
I
if that
d-
was.
Yeah,
A...
I rolled
Aw.
I
If I
rolled
did
a
roll,
one.
It was. It was a
No,
D20.
no, those are rolls. Those are not
Yeah.
just a number.
It's still rolls, but D20.
Y'all are able to get this chest open, and like all of the water on the outside, not a single drop manages to get on the inside. It's just as you managed to perfectly pry open this chest with the power combined of like God on your side.
I'm gonna move it over here. I'm just gonna open it.
Yep. You see on the inside a few bits of rocks. You all right? It does seem to be weighted. On the inside is a singular note in a bottle, with the bottle having a slight corkscrew on it.
Is that a drink? Wine? How old?
Gonna
Nope,
open it.
It's a note in a bottle.
Damn it.
Gonna open it
Message
and pull out the message. It's probably gonna say something. And I'm just gonna yep. Send it.
Inside the
use my-
chest.
I will use my thieves tools to get it out.
Yep, that was actually probably a really good idea because I'm surprised someone didn't try smashing the bottle.
I mean, I have a
Uh,
poly tool also. Apparently, know what
Inside
that
this
is.
chest is a small note with the simple words that say, "These statues represent men who have fallen far from their god. The door will only open when these statues have given up their battle and learned to praise their god once again."
all right. Let's
Alright.
go ahead and just take off all the wooden armor and weapons and shields and stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
Seems pretty simple, right? Right?
Maybe we should make them kneel in prayer.
Can they move?
Would you like to try to see if they move?
I mean, are we able to take off their weapons first, or
Yes, you are. You are able to take off their weapons.
Mhm.
All right, I'll make sure to stay clear of their mouth so I don't get darted, but gently
Alright.
try to position them.
Yeah,
Oh.
same.
Okay,
I will
the
do the same.
their knees and everything seems to be completely immobile. As you touch their arms, though, you realize that their arms seem to be a little bit less stuck in place, as you seem to be able to have them move.
can
Okay,
we
go
try to
ahead.
move them into a praying hands position?
Yeah,
Like upwards.
Same.
yeah,
Or-
like the emoji.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
The hands do not seem to want to go together.
Maybe
seems
if
to
we
be-
put their hands up, as in praising their god.
What type of god do they worship? Actually, we're just gonna raise them all the way up, I guess. So
Someone give me a religion check to see what god they praise.
I will do that.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I'm
good.
not gonna be able to help you there.
Nope.
Ooh,
Nope.
ooh.
Yeah.
Nope.
What kind of god asks his own followers to put down their arms? That sounds unreasonable.
You know what? Fuck it,
You know
I'll
what?
do it.
I'm just
curious.
gonna. I'm
I
gonna
like
make
how
it
you get
where.
like 3 nat 20s and then you just like
Mm.
8, 9,
That's
10.
not fair. I never. There we go. Ajax at it again, baby. Let's go.
Ajax, as you are this robot of healing and medicine, you recognize that this is the god Helios, the sun god.
It appears that the I know what you're fucking doing.
What?
I know what he's fucking doing. Okay.
Ajax, why are you
I'm-
talking to yourself? Also?
You just hear laughing coming from the inside of all of your heads.
Ajax?
It appears that the entities that these statues represent worship Helios, the sun god. And without further
Ow.
comment, he will position their arms so that they are praising the sun.
And with that,
I fucking. Oh my god. Oh,
Oh my fucking god!
see, okay.
Oh, you
a
son
door
of a
opens.
bitch.
You son of a bitch.
Ah, this is worse than 1,000 fucking kobolds raining hellfire.
Now that the statue has successfully praised the sun, the door to the northwestern room opens. It seems to
Well, fuck.
be. Sorry, I was waiting
me.
so long for that. I was waiting so long for that pun. That was the first pun of my ever game. That was the first pun I made in my games.
Funny. Who next?
So
It wasn't really
you,
a pun so much as a reference, but yes.
you all walk into this room, and as you all kind of walk into this room, Hard Noggin following, the doors slam behind you once again with almost a magical lock, it seems. And you just hear that faint sound once again, and you see what looks to be the tops of beds that all seem to be like they were rushedly, like, basically pushed out of the way, as if someone got out of this bed super fast, and just kind of the sheets are thrown over, the pillows are scattered. Like, this whole room looks like it was quickly evacuated. And in all this, you just hear the sounds, almost like the cackling of something, you're not really too sure what, but it kind of says, and now, after you have solved the first riddle, you must now solve the second. And for this, all I ask you to do is provide me with a 10 coin.
A
Oh,
10
what?
coin?
A 10 coin?
Hmm.
Like tuna?
Uh, a 10 coin.
Wait, where's our noggin? I mean, mine is on my head. Where's the hard noggin? Oh, there he is.
He's there.
Okay.
Wait.
Ajax.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
see a copper
you-
axe.
You
or
see
thief
a
and
bunch
elf.
of in this first room, you see what looks to be various things. Just kind of looking, you notice on one of the beds, you seem to find a journal. There seems to be a necklace of shark teeth that have been strung together with a fine nickel chain, clearly worn proudly by whoever would put it on.
What's
And what's
the
the English book?
what's the copper axe there?
The copper axe, as you go to the next room, you see a beautiful copper axe with draconic markings up and down the, let me make sure it's, the
Man, you
right
can't
one.
bullshit us. That says
Orcish
rusted,
design.
clear as day.
It is a rusted copper axe, but you notice it seems to have almost orcish design.
Oh, not draconic. I'll take the rusted copper axe and I'll walk up to the others. I was like, okay, so I'm not good at alchemy, so I don't know how to make tin out of copper.
Uh,
I'll pick up and read the Elvish book
Oh.
Are
because
we
I
sure
actually can
that's
read
copper?
Elvish. Wait, can I read Elvish? I'm pretty sure I
Is it-
can.
It is a
gilded
elvish book, but it is not. It was written in common, but it
Oh.
does describe.
Oh, okay.
It describes the finer workings of elven craftsmanship and blacksmithing, as well as how to harvest the crops of Astoria.
Of a what?
As well as how to harvest crops of Astoria, as it mentions a little bit about the sickles and hoes that the elves use in order to basically farm their supplies.
And there's nothing else in the other boxes that we would know of where of opening.
There was a lot of things. There was a lot of things.
Right.
Um,
Well, Miguel is gonna go ahead and sit to the side over here and open this one up.
Okay. On this one, there seems to be a thick iron lock that seems to be perfectly, almost like the perfect iron lock there. And it seems to be latched onto this chest of basically trying to keep whatever contents in it safe from prying eyes.
Anyone
me
here is
try to open that.
proficient?
I can try to open that.
Sure, sure.
We could also try to break it open.
I want to take a quick look at that necklace. Any chance there being a 10 coin on there?
The necklace itself is a necklace of shark teeth with a beautifully strung large nickel chain piercing these giant shark teeth.
Nickel. We got copper.
So now I need to make tin. You put those two together, right?
No,
No? I don't
No.
fucking
no.
know.
Tin is.
I don't know why I keep talking as the necklace of shark.
I don't know. This is why I pay people to make armor. I don't make it myself.
Are you guys gonna
The
thieves tool
necklace
these
is
open or
guiding
what?
us.
Yeah, the necklace is guiding you all.
No GM, only necklace.
Anyone have proficiency in thieves tools? I'm gonna try opening these chests.
No.
I tried, but no, I'm bad at it.
In
You
that
said that was a book of elven craftsmanship, right?
Yes,
Alright,
yes,
everyone
it is.
move. I'm gonna force it open.
Okay.
actually, this time Chippy says he wants to force it open and just tells Magala, "No, it's my turn."
It's your turn.
Well,
You
while
can try
everyone's
the other
being
one.
brutes
I
with the
wanna
locks,
see. I wanna see you go ahead and try.
Go ahead and make an attack roll. It's gonna crit.
While- while,
Actually, just go ahead and roll
while-
crit damage. Surely you're not gonna miss this. Actually, no. Yes, you
Oh.
could miss this lock. Roll me an attack.
I have a crowbar and I have athletics.
I mean,
It is
I'm
a
gonna
lock.
spell strike it with a
Yep.
with a gouging claw. So let me see if I actually hit first. But
Yeah.
Let's do it. You smash.
Also, there is the okay. Yeah. You managed to strike off as the thick iron lock clutched down to the ground.
I'm just gonna roll damage just to see what it would have been.
Yep. That is enough to break the lock. Inside the chest, you find a single platinum coin that seems to represent the King of the Dragons on it. It is not a
Taking that.
currency that you will recognize, that probably has not been in currency for quite a while.
If
Yeah,
I could
so
move this thing out of the way, I would
We got
definitely take it.
platinum, we got copper, we got nickel. Oh, what do we do exactly? I'm
You
not
also
I'm,
see
I'm just I'm
an
just gonna
apple-
quickly speed read through the Elvish book,
Mhm.
particularly on the crafting session with metals and whatnot, see if that has anything.
Yep, it
Okay.
mentions various alloys of various things. It does kind of, you kind of see various kind of alloys and stuff. However, you do see tin in there. But you're not really, like I said, you're not really too sure if you have the ingredients. Does it mention something about cassiterite and carbon? And you're not really too sure if you have cassiterite anywhere, but there is still another room to check.
Excuse me, Mr. GM.
Mhm.
Using the rusted copper axe, I'm gonna break open this fucking chest.
Okay. Inside that chest, you find a beautifully red potion. A
I grab the
beautifully red
potion. I grab
Oh,
the
nice.
potion, sort of lift it up. It's like, oh,
That probably
I-
comes in handy.
Are
The
you
bottom
sure
is-
it's not food coloring?
I don't know. We need tin. Nothing here has been off tin. No tin at all.
Alright, how about this table? What does
Yeah.
this table seem to be made out of?
What about
Uh,
this chest here? Has anyone opened this chest yet?
Yeah.
The barrels seem to be full of water. It seems as if you kind of see some singed marks on the barrels, as if a hut or something has been placed inside these barrels, and you see the stress markings of that. As for the table itself, the table just seems to be made of a simple aluminum, just a little
Oh.
aluminum rim.
Hey, I
What
do
is
want to pick up
this-
that necklace of shark teeth though. That looks pretty cool.
Yep.
What is inside this large barrel?
It seems to be a huge amount of ale.
Ooh.
Oh well,
Maybe we
there's
drink all
there's
the ale.
some of the ale.
Is there a chest up here?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
The chest actually contains another vial of liquid you are unfamiliar with. It seems to be yellowish in color.
Ew. Fucking
There's
ew.
no-
Did the Elvish book mention anything about some yellowish liquid?
It does mention using certain waste products of some mystical creatures to be able to use as growth enhancers for vegetables and fruits.
Oh. Okay. Chippy would like to use Arcana or crafting.
You
identify
could
it.
try crafting, but he has the book, and the book says it's probably a mystical beast's piss.
Oh,
There is a couple bags around the room. Gonna check those bags too.
They contain a bunch of wheat and barley, as well as various vegetables and fruits.
Well, I will take the Elvish book back with me as well. I can give it to the library or whoever runs the garden.
Zidzan, you go in this room, you see what looks to be a beautiful forge that seems to be perfectly at your height, with all of the tools seemingly made to fit you exactly. As you see a steel hammer, some beautifully silver tongs, and a hammer that you don't recognize as you kind of look in. And this hammer's head seems to be made of a metal that seems to be a pretty foreign.
Hey,
Maybe
can you
maybe
put
there's something in this?
Mr. GM,
Yeah.
could you put the necklace, the book, and the beast piss in the inventory, please?
Yep. There you
I have
go.
the axe. If you want it.
There's that. And I will manually add Bottle of unknown mystical beast urine. You now have that in your
It is
inventory.
urine. Fucking, of course it is.
Oh, more armors.
What about this book over here, anyways?
Okay, so apparently, if you're 5 feet within the item shown and you click on it, you can actually take it automatically as
can.
it here. Okay.
Mhm.
There's the thick iron look, and now you're kind of stepping into this room.
Okay, well I'm within.
Nope.
Oh
nope,
wait,
nope,
oh here
nope.
it is.
Stop. I forgot to lock those doors.
I forgot to lock those doors.
The pile is empty.
Let me
Should
go
be
ahead.
there.
Sorry. Yeah, no, sorry, GP.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There we go. Sorry. No, you're good. That was my bad. You look and
did
you
you-
see. What's up?
I was just asking, did you put everything in my inventory?
Everything that I see. The thick iron lock is the only thing. It still shows the
Okay.
pile there, but it is actually in your inventory.
Oh, okay, nice, thank you. Yeah, I don't need the iron lock, especially since it's broken.
You step into this last room. Did any of you know anything about crafting?
I do have trained crafting.
I
You
also
would
have trained
recognize. You would recognize that this hammer is made with a tungsten head.
Do I can now that I've seen all these metals, am I allowed to repeat the check to figure out what tin is made of? Because I got an 11 on the first one.
Sure, but also I will say, in this room, the last of this room is a forge that would make any dwarf proud to show their parents. The anvil is made of a pure solid iron with a top full of scratches and nicks. A hammer
Right.
lays beside it that seems to be made of a beautiful tungsten head
You-
on a
you said-
mahogany handle.
Alright, so
There does seem to be some calipers that lay beside it that are the gleaming of silver tongs. And on the table you saw, on the table inside the room you see several molds, an ingot, a hammerhead, and a coin mold. And on the door you see a plain wooden shield hanging on some rope from a nail driven into the door.
what's the nail made of?
The nail is made of iron as well.
Alright, anything made of bronze? Real quick question.
Nope.
Yes. Are you not supposed to make bronze?
Alright,
Also,
so
I
I have
completely
copper.
forgot.
silver.
Also, I
Who
completely
who
forgot my
who is the one
playlist.
who had crafting proficiency?
Chippy.
There we
Chippy.
go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
There we go. I turned it down.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, yeah. I'll show the Elven crafting book to Chippy, so that he
Mhm.
can get a look at it and how to craft tin.
Okay. I looked through the book. Do I learn anything about tin and how to forge it?
You definitely do learn about tin, but you don't seem to have the right ingredients here.
So
bust-
what is missing?
You definitely need the casterite, as it mentions. Not really too sure of what that metal is, but definitely something that you haven't recognized here.
So we're not sure what casterite is?
You probably know you probably know enough, a little bit from the book and everything. You kind of recognize like casterite, at least as like the general being like a tin oxide mineral. As if you have any kind of familiar with any kind of like crafting and stuff, you would have read up on it. But there doesn't seem to be any casterite here.
Hang on a second.
Hmm.
Are there any metal scraps around here?
You have collected everything that has been metal in these rooms.
I have the copper axe.
Yeah,
And-
bring the copper axe over here.
Over where?
Oh right, okay, in character. Please put the copper axe on the table. I think I might have an idea.
All right, sounds good. I'll put it on the table. All right, because so far I've seen iron, tungsten, woods, copper, nickel, and I'm starting to lose my mind.
I am
Reject-
going to take out the bottle of mystical piss,
Yeah?
and I am going to put a couple drops on the axe, see what it does.
You have now pissed on this axe.
I'm
Congratulations.
just on the side.
Didn't the axe have draconic symbols on it?
No, orcish.
Okay, so that was bad. The Draconic was
Ah.
the coin.
Oh, the coin. Okay.
Yeah, the platinum coin. Oh.
I know you've ruined.
I've now pissed on the axe.
It's not gilded, is it?
All right. Well,
No.
hang on. I'm not through yet. I will then take the piss covered axe
That's kind of
and
disgusting.
That's a quote. I take the piss covered accent.
and then I will put it over near the fire, see if heat triggers a reaction.
Yes,
This
the
smells
heat
terrible.
the heat begins to melt away as this fire is so hot. It's as if the lava itself is firing this flame as the metal melts into a beautiful copperish liquid.
Whoa! I didn't say I stuck the whole axe in there. I said I brought it near the fire, see if the
Yes.
heat will start a reaction with the piss.
Yes. The axe head begins to melt from the heat of the flame as you are unfamiliar with how hot this fire is.
All right, I will take it away before it melts completely.
I'm pretty sure I
That's
can
good.
smell the stench of piss in the air because of that now.
The shield that was hanging on the door.
Yep.
What is that completely made of? I take it off the door.
Yep, you take off the shield and there seems to be a singular coin slot in the doorframe, as if it's begging for a coin to be placed inside of it.
Hmm. Can I?
Does it say
check
anywhere in
coin?
the
Hmm?
Does it say anywhere in the crafting book how to make Cassium and the like?
Cassio seemed as basically as raw of a metal as you can almost get.
Hang on a second. Is there anything about the book about turning platinum into tin or something like that?
Well, that would
No.
kind of fall on the lines of how to make Cassium and thus tin.
What the fuck is Cassium?
Castrite.
It seems you can't even make a 10 coin. What kind of blacksmiths do you think you are?
We are not blacksmiths. We are here so we can get free food and drink. No, open the damn door.
Just provide me with my 10 coin and you may pay the pharaoh his coin and you may be on your way.
You left us piss.
Hey, is there anything like in the
It is a
dungeon?
riddle. I will say this is a riddle, by the way.
A tin
Oh no,
coin.
I got that. Don't worry.
Oh.
It is a puzzle. About
Oh no,
Oh,
I got that.
What were the links on that Shark Tank necklace made out of?
I think I actually get it. I think we need to make a coin out of tungsten, iron, and nickel.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
Tungsten,
It's
iron,
not
and
a-
Alright. Okay. Alright.
and I'm assuming the platinum piece is to be used as indentation or whatever.
No.
I
We're
said
taking
this
the
was gonna
iron
be puzzle.
line.
Ajax, hand me the damn cup. Hand me the piss axe. I'm gonna break this door.
So I guess Chippy just starts working on trying to craft this coin. I'm assuming Zidzane will also help just because this whole forge is cobalt sized.
Yep.
Yes.
And all of the yep, and you managed to craft a beautifully, very kind of janky looking as you kind of place the mold in with the calipers, and you kind of pull in, like you kind of melt the nickel chain around the shark teeth as the shark teeth kind of fall wherever they fall, and you kind of make a little, just enough of a metal liquid to begin to drop into the mold, followed by the iron lock and the tungsten head of the hammer. And as you pull
Hey,
it
I'll
out,
be right back,
you
guys.
cool it, and now you have a 10 coin.
Mm,
I will pick up the coin and place it in the coin slot on the door.
Go ahead.
And the door opens.
I take it back. I'm gonna murder these kobolds.
That's not the kobold that you
I don't think it's the kobolds that are making this.
What?
Fucking
This-
I
god.
doubt-
It's
I
getting
doubt it.
worse every single time I go to another room.
Oh god damn it! Now there's bones, coffins, or sarcophagi.
I
Now let's
crave
see.
violence at the highest degree.
There we go. And as you all step in the last room, you do hear the last lock. This seems to be on the door itself.
Can someone treat wounds me so I can just be at top HP?
Okay. There's a lock on the door, right?
It's magically locked.
Okay. Move.
And
Little kobold, move. Hang on, move. I'm gonna tap my shoulder, and I'm gonna charge at the door.
you may attempt that.
Do I make a check?
Go ahead and make an athletics check. Also, I will describe what's happening in this room once everyone finishes their initial. It's not just take 4 damage. Actually, I'll give you half.
Mm.
What a max damage on a 1d4.
So
You bounce back off of this as you almost feel like electricity like shooting through your body.
no. God, oh.
As you get to this last room,
Hey, I'm back.
yep, you are now stuck in what seems to be one of the last rooms of this entire place. As you just hear the voice come over all of your heads at once.
No, don't word it like that.
Wait.
As you enter the small room, you see 2 large statues, one of a dwarf and one of a kobold, that are both up against the corner. 2 coffins lay in the other corners, with skulls adorning the outside. There is a pile of bones in the center, with what looks to be a creature long ago picked, and all of the bones seem to be completely clean of all flesh. There is a table with a leather-bound book on it, similar to the Elven book, and what looks to be a sacrificial dagger on it, with a little kind of scroll and crossbones etched into the blade. The loud, booming voice once again seems to be coming from the walls themselves. You're getting close. Soon you will be able to have the kobolds of your dreams, I'm sure. But of course, I have one final conundrum for you, if you will. Not a puzzle of physical form, or one of that, but one of the mind. You see, within your ranks, there is a traitor among you. And their death is the final piece to this puzzle. And you kind of see the 2 coffins begin to kind of open on their own. And with one of the coffins, you see kind of light on fire as if it is like the hottest forge in the world. And the others seems to be so cold that ice begins to form on it. You see, I have just one last thing. I do not like traitors in my midst, so I will have you figure out who the traitor among you is, and you must put them to rest in one of these coffins, and that will please me. I will give you 6 minutes to decide who the traitor is, and at that point, if no one decides, I will fill this room with poison and watch you all burn similar to this creature here. And with that, you just hear a maniacal laugh coming from the guy as you just hear begin to faint in all of your heads. Good luck!
Wait. I think I got this. I know who the traitor is.
It's not me.
I'll point towards the kobold statue. And
Do
why
not-
the fuck is the kobold is with this dwarf? That's feel like
That's
it's
a
a
really good
bait.
question.
So, also, I'm pretty sure dwarves wouldn't make a kobold statue alongside their own statues. So I believe this to be the traitor.
Unless the
Traitor.
dwarf is
Okay.
the traitor.
No, but but we are talking about a kobold, so it has to be a kobold traitor.
Wow, and I thought I was the racist one. Like, wow.
I mean, he's probably right. I'm just gonna open these damn things. And see
The
which
coffins
one's-
are already open. One of the
Oh, yeah.
coffins seems to be brimming with almost a hellfire blaze, and the other seems to be as if you touch it and you feel your whole body would almost turn to ice. Also, this is a
Can we
real life
read
timer,
through the
by the
book?
way. You have 5
Oh.
minutes.
Can Chippy quickly skim through the book and see if there's any useful information in there?
You
What
open up the
type?
book and it seems to be purely blank, with almost just a faint laughing coming in your head. All you have left is this sacrificial dagger.
What type of kobold is the kobold statue?
Yeah.
You are unsure of the kobold statue. And also, you do not feel the statue would fit in one of these coffins. They seem to be shaped enough
It's
to fit a
probably the
human.
body, if anything.
No, this is what happened to the last person, apparently. creature,
He's a
whatever.
traitor amongst our midst. Like the only person that I could possibly think is like maybe Hardnoggin, but I don't think Hardnoggin would be so elaborate. I swear to God, Hardnoggin, if it's you, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed.
Okay, let's think
But
here. Hand me the dagger.
Magala is
Wait,
just gonna go ahead and
maybe-
try to plug up whatever holes if there are with the poison stuff.
I'll take the
Maybe isn't-
sacrificial.
Talking about the traitor now. Maybe someone betrayed someone in their past.
That could be it. Maybe this creature was the traitor.
Yeah.
What are you doing with that sacrificial dagger?
I'd like to try and stab the statue, the kobold statue.
You hit metal on stone.
Try stabbing the fucking creature.
Oh, good point. Let me try that.
What
I'll
is
stab
the
the.
creature?
The traitor
what
is
is-
alive among you. What are you dealing with such simple statues and inanimate
Alive among
objects? The traitor is clearly right there, staring at all of you. As you all kind of look around at each other.
I close my eyes.
Staring at all of us. You close your eyes.
Yeah.
It
I'm
is
not staring at
apparent
anyone.
that you will not be able
Is it
to
this-
move forward without
So-
picking someone.
Alright.
I do not believe who the traitor is matters, so long as one must die. He says as he walks over to the cold coffin.
You said
I
that
will-
what's on
I
here,
will
by the way?
stay, and the rest of you go on.
I
What?
don't
You have 3
believe
minutes.
that's
You have 3
What's
minutes.
on the damn table? Tell me.
The sacrificial dagger and the book that seems to have nothing written in it. It seems to be
Okay.
toying with you.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to put a flame. If there's a candle right here, right?
Yeah, there's a little.
I'm gonna see if there's a like hidden text or anything in the book.
Nope.
Nothing. All right.
Nope.
What if we drag the book over to the cold coffin?
What if it's wait, hang
Still-
on. What if it's like Harry Potter? Can I stab the dagger into the book?
You definitely do that. The book seems to be made of just paper.
Okay,
You said
never
to
mind.
the traitor. You have 2 minutes to find the traitor among you. He is still there, breathing, as nervous as can be. I can imagine.
I'm gonna seek around the room for anything.
You know what? I'm gonna sense motive on that. See if anyone's looking particularly
have-
shifty.
Go ahead. You are rolling against other players' DCs.
Well, I'm also considering hard noggin as well.
You are going against other players' PCs.
Okay.
Hmm.
He's a traitor among us. What the fuck? It's a
Among
stupid
Us.
fucking riddle. I already know it. It's not literally among us or alive. I already know that.
no. What if we're like, what if he's just toying with us? What if the traitor is whoever commits to putting someone in the coffin first? What if we just decide not to put anyone in?
You have a minute,
That is
15
a good
seconds.
All right. Well, we'll see in about a minute, 15 seconds.
Let's just go find out in 15 seconds.
How about I have an idea.
Yeah.
The traitor amongst us is alive. He can see us. He's nervous. I look at Hard Noggin. Why the fuck did you want to come with us?
I want to make sure that y'all weren't. He kind of looks as like, I want to do what's right. I want to make sure that people are okay. I just want to be happy and play a song.
Sense motive.
Go ahead.
You're not good. Oh, he's considering Hardnoggin the traitor because he left the fucking clan, did he?
You have 30 seconds.
I'm not doing that. You can go fuck yourself.
Oh, yeah. That would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it?
Said Zane will step into the cold coffin.
No,
Yo,
wait,
no.
Oh, whoa,
No.
fuck!
And as
Chippy
you
pulled him
do,
back.
As you do that, the coffin closes, and the door opens.
Get me out of here.
Oh,
No!
I'm gonna bust open this coffin.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you.
Yep.
I gotta-
You
I'll
bust
help you,
open. You bust open the coffin, and he doesn't seem to be there.
Hang on a second. Did you fucking plant an agent, undercover agent on us or some shit? He's not saying anything. The guild's tracking him.
open the door.
I'm watching you, Hardnoggin. Come on, let's go. No.
Let me just do something for Zim real fast. There we go. As you all enter this last room, you just see a singular patient kobold waiting at. I will say your token here just so you can see what's going on, Zid. Let me at least do that.
Yeah.
Oh, why is it not dragging and dropping? Oh, I'm giving you like multiple.
Okay.
There we go.
What the hell? Wait,
You
we
see
literally went all the way around, but we could just went to the right.
It didn't open.
Oh my gosh.
So you see a singular kobold, sitting there, noticing that there seems to be one less kobold among you than you started with. And he just sighs, and seeing that you clearly just says, it looks like humans can't be trusted after all, I guess.
You're
They
son of a
sacrificed
bitch.
their
It
own.
wasn't even our choice. He jumped
Literally
in.
stepped in willingly. We had committed to not putting anyone in.
Yeah.
Then he is
I,
far
in
greater
fact,
than
tried
any
to
of
go in
you.
the coffin myself.
Is he dead? Look at me right now and tell me if he's dead or not.
I'm gonna be very pissed if
Or are
he
you
is.
fucking with us?
He sacrificed himself, it seems, and now you're left with just here, as you clearly do not care enough about the kobolds to actually try saving and or listening to them, and now you have sacrificed one of your own.
I have not
It's such a shame.
sacrificed. That was not my choice.
Listen, buddy, it was his damn choice.
He did it
We tried to
himself.
stop it, but he jumped in. And as far as I know, there's no kobolds here except you. You're trying to turn this into a big thing. We're here for fucking food and
I
drink.
mean, there's another kobold here.
Is that him?
That, not Zid. Zid's just watching.
No,
We're doing
no,
this.
freaking
I know,
Hardnoggin.
Hardnoggin.
We're doing this for food and drinks, not try to help. If anything, we tried to want to speak to you people, and if that didn't work, we would have tried and cut you down. It's all the same to us.
Actually, I advocated for a diplomatic approach.
Exactly. And diplomacy, if it fails, you pull out the steel. Simple as that.
Then
If you
what
can't
will you...
write,
He just looks at you. Then what will you do now?
where's the other kobolds?
Yeah, I don't buy it. You wouldn't have killed a kobold needlessly. You lying piece of shit.
Where are the kobolds?
Where is he?
You see, it's not the right one.
Jerry?
Let me get back to, there we go. And with that, he says, maybe you can be talked to then, since you have not stricken me down yet. Very well. Join me underground, and we will decide if you actually are trying to talk to us to see if you're just as ravaged as the town.
First, tell us that our friend is alive.
And with that, you see him begin to clank, like his clawed foot on something, and his entire chair seems to drop out in a kobold-sized hole in the ground, as his entire chair gets enveloped in this.
This bastard is basically playing with us.
You look under the table and you see, there seems to be a trap door that leads down that seems to be human size. A little bit of a tinier space, but...
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to shimmy down there. My big clunky ass, thicker than the Atomic Heart Twins.
What the fuck?
Way
Way too specific.
What?
Hold on just a minute right here. What do you mean by that exactly?
You know exactly what I meant by
Can
that.
you describe what I'm seeing in my mind here?
I'm saying that Ajax is dummy thick.
As you get down this staircase, you start feeling the heat further and further on you as your scales begin to light. As hold on, you almost feel like your flesh itself is warming and warming as you get closer and closer down. You open up the last hallway and you see what looks to be a beautiful forge with Zimzam talking amongst a few other kobolds with a singular floating eye.
Alright, I have to reload because the damn thing is.
Yeah, it's stuck at 98%.
Go ahead and give it a reload, because I haven't changed the map in a while. Go ahead and give it a reload.
It's just stuck refreshing.
It might be a while. It might actually be a while. It's an animated map.
Oh my goodness.
Oh god. Are you trying to give my computer heat stroke?
You're
No
in
wonder
lava.
no wonder my desktop has been shaking on the table.
You ever
having an
see that?
having an aneurysm trying to load this.
I figured that he was like, alright, the traitor of Legacy is probably the one who betrays the other, you fucking cock. Can't believe that. But why would you take the step in? Oh.
Zidzan, the kobolds seem perfectly friendly to you as they're basically talking to you. They kind
It's
of
good.
surprised to see a kobold that isn't Hardnoggin. What do you say to these kobolds?
Hey, you're gonna have to probably.
We're not. He will speak Draconic. We're not here to harm you. We're just here to make amends between you and the
Town.
the townspeople.
If you could do me a favor and kick me out of the game, so I can go ahead and.
Which one is that? That is Jim, right?
Never
No.
mind. Never mind.
Okay.
It was able to do it myself.
I'm still loading in.
Yeah, it's. gonna
I'm a
take me-
winner.
I'm using
I'm also
Chrome. We'll see how this goes because I was using Opera before.
I'm using a weak internet.
My computer cannot handle this. At least with this
It's a
browser.
beautiful map. Zid, are you loaded in?
I am
Nope.
trying to load in right now. It's
I am
not
also
loading.
not loaded in.
Come on.
Might
Come
use my
on,
backup
stupid
map.
computer.
I can use a backup map too. I do have a backup map planned.
Yeah, it's when I load it in, it's just the gray screen before you.
Yeah.
Oh, and maybe you say you
I'm
have
still
vision?
stuck on gray screen. Wait. I
Give it a
see.
second.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
I see
Oh.
nothing.
see
Ooh.
nothing.
it's a
Oh,
98.
up. I'm getting something.
I get nothing.
Nothing.
I'm
I'm
still
still
stuck at
on
fucking
the ground.
98%, but that may change.
I do have the emergency backup map.
Come on. I want to see the pretty map.
I got it. I have an idea.
Come on, you
Um,
stupid fucking computer.
Mr. GM,
Mm-hmm.
could you stream on Discord?
Yep, I can do that.
Ooh, that's smart. Then
Ooh,
we can
that
also
is
do the map.
smart.
That is actually, yeah, I'll give you that. Let me go ahead and
Oh,
share the
wait.
screen.
I'm at 100. Maybe. Yay! I'm loaded in.
It might legit just take a second. There we go.
Yeah, it's taking a
Can
while.
you zoom in on that map, please?
Yep.
So
Oh,
I'm
to
not
the,
so tiny.
there we go.
Ooh.
All right, nice.
You see what looks to be a huge magical forge of basically particles flying around. The stone itself is almost hot to the touch as you move along. Zid, what do you... So you said to these kobolds that... what exactly are you saying? Because you would have gotten first knowledge of them. As you step into that coffin and close it, a trapdoor basically falls out from under you, replacing the top instantly, as it drops you down below to this forge, as you see two kobolds that were awaiting basically whoever came down, and they see you're a kobold, and they have a deep sense of, like, shame and regret on their face, as they think that your party just sacrificed you to save themselves.
Oh no, they didn't sacrifice. I stepped in myself. I sacrificed myself to save them.
Why would you try saving yourself whenever they do
Because-
such evil things?
I haven't seen these people do evil things.
Have you
Not
heard
all.
the other side of the story?
But there's always people doing evil things, and there's always kobolds doing. Just everyone does evil things. Well, every ancestry does evil things. Just some bad apples don't spoil the bunch.
And why exactly are you here then?
Because I sacrificed myself.
I meant here, in the dungeon.
Oh, here.
Why are you working with them?
We don't want. Well, I thought if I come, maybe we can talk instead of people being ordered to kill you.
Figures they would. We work all summer just for them, and then they kick us out to take all of our work and our labor for free.
Yep, that sounds about right. Magala has free reigns now to burn.
We used to work with the dwarves in this beautiful forge here, working every day with them, and we used to trade across many different cultures and lands. But then they found out the power of ale, and they've gone drunk. And we used to help them in their fields, and they'd pay us, but then the last harvest came, and they didn't pay anything. And then they ran us out of town and started hunting us. So we came here and took back what we worked for.
Maybe we can force them to pay you then.
They put death warrants on our head after they shunned us from the town and called us monsters. We worked for that.
Oh, we'll work with you then. There's no reason for us to also be monsters. There's no reason for you to be monsters.
We just wanted to take back what was ours.
And they're saying you stole a lot of wheat. Did you do that?
Yes, we worked all summer for that on the fields.
We listen.
You cut out there.
I thought that was just me trying to load the game. Load the damn.
Point.
What's up, Ajax? You all just now making your way to the bottom of these stairs. And you see your friend talking amongst the kobolds, being surrounded with a singular badass looking dog and a floating eyeball, all seem to be surrounding him.
Oh my god. Zed, you're not dead.
I'm just as
Zed's
surprised
not
as you
dead,
are.
big.
Oh, I can see. Don't know
Oh.
what- Go up.
Hello,
My
we
favorite
come in
kobold.
peace.
Sort
I'm
of.
gonna
We
grab
come
you.
sort of in peace.
That's one we haven't
Oh.
heard for a while.
We come in
Well,
peace.
well, your friend here almost pissed me off, that's for sure.
No, the axe
Wait.
was pissed on.
We
Yeah,
needed to buy
damn it.
time to actually get everyone out of the rooms.
Wait. Are they outside of the cave right now?
Yeah. We
You do know
decided
there's a group of men waiting for your people outside to kill them, right?
Yep.
we have little kobold caves. We never go in the front entrance. You think kobolds go in the front entrance to anything?
I
I
hate
wouldn't
you
go
so
to the front
much.
entrance.
Magala's looking at this big ass forge. She's just like, I want to live here now.
The danger is very real, though. I
Uh,
heard other men in ambush waiting for kobolds or perhaps us to come out.
mm. Look, Zid, what did you tell them? Did you tell them we're trying to talk?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So what he said is practically true. He jumped into this thing so he can actually talk. I don't know why you guys are doing this whole thing, but you need to know you're also hurting other kobolds more than probably in this cave, outside of the cave, like Noggin over here.
Oh, but the dwarves didn't pay them for their work.
Then, well, fucking talk to them about that. Because we all know you're not. Hang on a second. So they make them work without paying and they put collars. Okay, this just sounds like slavery here right now.
Yeah, I won't lie.
Indeed.
I'm gonna go back.
I was afraid of something like that, judging from the racial undertones of the conversations.
Okay,
Do
who's
not
your
worry,
leader?
Magala takes care of many of his
We have
subjects.
our leader. He's over here. He helped us. He's
What
master
the
of illusions. We call him Susan. He used to be your
Susan.
friend, and he tried to stick up for us, and the townsfolk killed him when he tried to stick up for us. And now he's
I guess
cursed to
I-
be this vengeful demon, but he's nice to us. He casts illusions to help us be able to get all of our stuff back.
All right, listen. Susan, buddy, I really don't give a shit. Listen, pick one of these kobolds as I don't know, leader or something like that, so we can bring him back to the village when we can have a civil discussion about your people getting paid.
They've already
Does that
killed a
sound good?
few of us.
And we're gonna be there this time. So now pick a leader. We'll go along together. We'll be there. You can hire us as well, so we can watch over the talks. Our job is to make sure wheat comes back. Doesn't mean we can have to force it to come back.
We will be with you every step of the way to ensure that you receive justice.
Well, that's okay. I'm not gonna die for them, but all right.
Ajax will be there then, if that is better.
I'll go, but I'm just not gonna die for you. It's just
I don't know.
seem like-
Magawa was already pissed off at the dwarf already, so that's why.
Yeah, I mean, Chippy is committed to fighting the dwarves if needed.
We're not doing a damn revolution for fucking ale. Come on.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make sure that they can't get drunk. Is what I'm gonna do.
All right,
So
so
you're gonna take who do you want to take back? Who do you want to take back with you? One
Well,
of the
obviously our
kobolds,
buddy.
Susan, obviously
whoever they delegate as a leader for the talk, basically.
You want to take the guy that they literally executed for standing up for someone else's payment?
No, I asked him to delegate someone else to come with us to talk.
That would probably be him.
Susan, no, Susan, choose someone else, Susan. It's not that hard.
No, Susan wants to talk. I mean, Susan's probably
It's a
very-
demon. We're not walking into a tavern with a demon. No offense. Well, no,
Magawa's done worse, so I don't care.
Susan, no, Susan, no, Susan, back,
Susan, no, Susan.
Susan, back. If
So
you
Susan-
go into that tavern, heads are off. Our heads are off. Pick a kobold.
Then pick a side.
It
Oh,
So
you.
it may be best if you choose a kobold representative. We do not want to frighten the townsfolk.
Those townsfolk executed our kind, and then ran us into the mountains.
You have people who are willing to talk to you, to talk for you.
They'll send this.
We do
they'll
not
send-
want to cause unnecessary bloodshed. I understand that they have done great injustice to you, but if we are to find justice and you receive recompense, we must do so diplomatically.
I'll go and put you all back on the end map with Shockbang.
I'd
We
like to, by the
designate-
way. Sorry, keep going.
We designate Shockfang. He's a brother to Hardnoggin. They kind of gonna see Hardnoggin kind of like shrinking back a little bit. They kind of had a little bit of a fight whenever they stopped talking to each other. But he's the best of our kind.
All right, Sharkfang, let's go.
Shark Fang, you say? And I'm
Shark.
gonna pull out the shark
Shark-
teeth.
Yeah, Shockfang.
Oh, Shark Fang.
We'll call it Shockfang. We'll go Shockfang. I like that more now.
I'd like to point out, by the way,
I
that
believe
when-
I have something of yours, and he's gonna pull out the shark teeth, or what's left of the shark teeth
Right.
necklace, and give it to
I
him.
will say Magawa's bringing the keg of ale. I'm gonna do some egregious things to the dwarves here with it. If they, what's it called?
Please at least let us talk first.
I will let you talk, but I will tell you, I do plan on like breaking open the ale and let it bleed all over the floor.
And then setting it on fire.
Yeah, Magawa is willing to fight like a lot of things, and there's nothing to stop him if he let him.
Sharkfang,
Yep.
do some of the talking. We'll also do some of the talking.
You
But
see
that's
him
pretty much-
visibly nervous about going in there, considering that he has literally witnessed bloodshed of his own kind from these
Right.
people.
I'm
He's a little bit nervous.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try to calm Sharpfang by saying, "Whatever happens, I will have your back," and then I'm gonna just go ahead and like follow him.
Chippy just draws his sword and like says, "If they try anything stupid, like they have to walk through us.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, at this point though, Ajax, honestly, he's kind of pissed off, and his eyes that normally glow blue are glowing red.
Yeah. And Magala is basically covering Sharpfring here with his one of his.
You have
added
some
wings.
explaining to do.
And you have
Let's-
some kobolds to kill.
We never said we're gonna kill him.
That was not part of the arrangement. They have told us about how you did not pay them for a summer's worth of work.
Yeah? Well, I don't have any money left. You seen this tavern? They took all my money. They took all my earnings. What am I supposed to do?
You were
Or
supposed to pay
laborers
them
for
for a
it.
job well done, and then they wouldn't have stolen back what was owed them.
Do you know how much money these kegs of ales worth? I've been out my wazoo. Few summers, been making money and money. And now suddenly they decide to feel like they decide to, oh, I'm just gonna take your stuff now. Do you know how much money there is in ale? These people will pay absurd amounts. You know how much adventurers pay for ale? They pay 25 gold for a cup of this stuff.
Tippy throws a produce flame like close to a keg, but not actually at it, and just says, "Next one lights your supply on fire if you don't pay these ones."
All right, listen, everyone. Let's just calm down first of all. No need for aggression here. Listen, Mister. From our understanding, the job you've hired us to do was bring back the wheat, right? You need to make ale. First of
And
all, I
where's
don't
my
believe it's 20.
rent?
Shut up for a moment. I don't believe it's 25 a gold a cup because that seems too much for scam. But listen, what we're doing right now is doing something that can help everyone. And that is helping these kobolds get paid for their work. If they decide to come and steal your stuff, that is technically on you. So what you can do is actually promise and begin to actually, I don't care if you don't have money right now, makes I don't know, come up with some way to pay them, even something small as upfront payment for now, half later type deal, and they will bring back the wheat. The wheat comes back, turn it to ale, sell the ale, pay the kobolds, they farm more wheat. You bring the wheat, turn it to ale, sell the ale, you pay the kobolds. See where I'm going with this? Nobody's
And
gonna
you
kill the
must-
other. Keep
And
going.
you must dismantle the racial undertones and prejudices in your social structure here in the town.
That too.
You think I can destroy what a bunch of... Think I can destroy about what a bunch of people think? I don't control these people, they're drunkards. A lot of them are drunkards.
No, but you can set a good example and correct where they stumble.
Or just something like that. Just pay the damn kobolds. I'm way too hungry for this.
I would
Yeah.
fight a whole
Because-
fucking town.
You don't really
Because
give
right-
them and control what they do. You can still control the fact that you didn't pay them.
Also, it's all about goodwill. They told us, and you admitted that you didn't pay them, which means I cannot really guarantee that you're gonna pay us either. If you lie to the scope, yeah.
If you think I can pay you with a town and tavern full of zero ale, then you got another thing coming, buddy. I got nothing but this tavern.
Magala has the keg right now. I have the ale right here. And if you want it, you have to do what we say.
I'd have to sell the ale first to actually get it. You think I can have the ale sold with these playbags working around here? They started looking bad for business having kobolds running around. Adventurers kill those things, and now they're running around my tavern?
Ajax is gonna take out his battle axe and slam it down on the table, narrowly close to the dwarf.
That's the first time I've ever seen Ajax. If you pissed off Ajax, you definitely done something wrong.
Yeah, and that axe has piss on it, so careful.
No,
Wait.
not my axe. That was the copper axe.
Not the copper. Oh well, that doesn't matter. Listen, point is, this big guy is something heal unit, so he is about to make some bruises if you don't listen.
I can name every bone in your body, and I can also break them.
Alright.
Look. Fine, I'll put a kobold's welcome sign on the front door and give him some gold. Does that make you happy?
give them a standard salary for their work, not
Yeah.
straight up gold. I don't know how much you pay farmers here, like what, 5 copper a day for work or 2?
Food,
Just do that.
money, anything of the sorts that is recompense.
Oh, it can be. You can pay them. You can even pay them foods as a start, and then when you start making that revenue, start paying them with actual coin.
And who the fuck killed a certain individual?
Susan.
Susan, yeah.
Susan.
Susan was
Okay.
going around town telling people that, oh, I didn't pay him. Like, he was going around town. I had to have him gone.
Wait, so you had him executed?
He was trying to tell everyone that no. He was trying to tell everyone that I didn't pay the kobolds. And I was telling everyone they just took our stuff.
Chippy kind of just wants to kill this guy now.
Yeah.
Buddies, I suggest you take a step back, deep breath.
We should.
Nothing.
We are not going to kill him. Instead, I believe we should bring him to Dawnhaven for justice.
Yes,
Yeah.
we definitely should.
We're about to take the
Here
one
are
person
some
that sells
manacles.
alcohol here. Just
Hang on a second.
Here are
Hang
some
on.
manacles. Perhaps you should put these on, Mr. Dwarf. Or we will
They look
force you.
kobold sized. He just kind of laughs a little bit.
No, they're
Yes.
regular size.
Alright, Magalas at this point is gonna be forceful and just gonna slam him down onto his own bar.
And that just happened.
And I'm gonna go ahead and do a if initiative starts, it'll be athletics initiative if anyone else wants to start fighting.
The
other
the other patrons of the bar, seeing a large group, they don't feel like they're not exactly loyal to the bar guy. They're gonna try to slip out of the They're gonna try to slip out of the door.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go ahead and grab
I've
him
given
and
you
just-
ale. I've given you free ale all night. Now you drunkards leave. Be gone with me then.
A person. What part
He's
of this
been
is
giving
weird
free
to you?
ale. Right. You know what? Migala's gonna take up housing in that forge, and he's gonna also start having to help the kobolds run this fucking inn. Is what we're gonna say. If
I
anyone
am
else
not. I
wants
am
to join in.
certainly not qualified to enact judgment, but I believe an apt sentence would be that the kobolds now run this tavern.
Okay, listen, I think it usually goes to the next of kin. I don't know, but listen. Just arrest the guy if that's the plan. Let's bring it on. to him.
You're under arrest for conspiracy to murder.
He
Everything
actually
is-
murdered.
No. All right. So basically, if you put out a what's it called? It's actually conspiracy to murder.
Yeah.
It's
If
not
you got
actual
a
murder.
hit, he is technically under arrest for getting somebody else to attack this kobold and murder him.
Yeah.
You have now
Conspiracy to
Oh,
murder is
then
not
maybe,
legit.
maybe
you have now arrested your quest giver. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I can't believe this is
It's
happening.
not like he had money to pay us anyways, so this is-
Yeah.
we're gonna take
yeah,
him back and
yeah, fuck him. You're like, I'm not gonna take money from a racist pig.
Hey,
What
I
are we
was.
gonna do?
you now have arrested this barman, and I guess it's no one else is here to really dole out justice. And you're guessing the justice system may be a little bit broken here, considering they kind of let all this happen in the first place.
Wait,
So
Well, we're gonna bring him to Dawnhaven.
Hang
We're
on, can
gonna
we
do
at least
another-
hang on a sec? Can we at least get some coin before we arrest you for work?
you see Shark Fang kind of pipe up.
Arrest him. Just be like, now pay us.
Well, if we were to have this tavern, it's not exactly like we didn't pick up any tools on our journey. I think I could run a tavern pretty well myself. I
Great.
watched this pig enough do it, so I'm sure I could.
Okay, wait, Sharkfin, would you say you take responsibility of the tavern now?
You take responsibility of him, and I'll take responsibility of the tavern. You see, he has a
So-
big shark, like one tooth way longer than the others, and you just see him with this long, like toothy grin.
I
Okay,
think
so
his name should
you,
have been Snaggletooth.
so since we're bringing wheat back to this tavern, would you pay us then because of the job?
For what you've done, you've given us an entire tavern. I'd be happy to.
All right, great. I'll take out my hand to be paid.
I'll take a 5% stake in a tavern.
Right.
I will not.
Begala
you-
will take up permanent residency. That way, if anyone fucks with the kobolds, they're gonna fuck with Begala.
Yeah, Chippy wants to hang out
I-
around the tavern just in case
I-
somebody tries to attack it.
And now you
I
have.
will offer my medical services and point them to the hospital at Dawnhaven if they ever need medical assistance.
I will offer my hand so it may receive the coin.
Yep.
I don't think he has coin on him.
You'd be surprised. I would say you wait a day. It's like, let me go get some from Susan. He used to be kind of a little bit wealthy in his time.
Right.
And he
Oh,
kind
fair
of
enough.
he goes to Susan. You kind of wait around the tavern, making sure that you kind of like give the stink eye to anyone who like comes to the tavern that like clearly was there the previous day.
Like,
And
I like to imagine Edward is sort of like sitting around, like, face palming constantly about what the fuck just happened to our quest giver in this whole situation.
Well, the quest giver is a piece of shit. So we say he probably
Quest giver is a racist piece of shit, and we're delivering him to justice.
I know, but Edward was like, just God damn it, this just happened, and he's
If anything, if this was like any other, if this was not West Marches, and if it was a different group, I would guarantee you Begala would be taking him out just to straight
that's
up
what,
behead him.
and that's how my first group did it, and that's how they started the human furry war.
What the fuck?
Human furry
That-
war.
This is literally it is the first entire 8 seasons of the campaign was them building up this tavern because the Adventurers Guild decided to clear out the kobolds that took over a tavern. And so the entire campaign was them fighting humans, and they were playing monsters and fighting humans that were trying to kill monsters because they're monsters.
Damn.
Monsters.
so. How much do
Damn,
we
that
get?
sounds fun. If you ever want to run that
I-
again, hit me up.
Yeah, that's
For the
yeah,
human, I would request that it's not called the human furry war. It is not-
It would technically be called the human scaly war.
yeah, it is.
Human
Yeah,
scaly war.
I'm also trying to find all your PCs to make sure I'm getting. I got Aki, Zidzan, Ajax,
Let's stand next to each other.
Formigala,
that way.
and I'm Chippy. Is that it? Chippy? I think that's all 4, 5, right? 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's these people right here. Okay. Yeah, we're
that
still.
is 26 gold to each of you.
Oh my god.
Yay!
We're getting closer and closer every day to God, boys.
Also, you all earn. Let me go ahead and this is purely just for the pure fact of EXP. But the only way I know to like dole out EXP is by doing it like combat. So give me a combat initiative roll.
Alright. Did I do it? I don't know if it did. Nope.
Please tell me it's like a bit over 200.
It is
200.
Let's
going.
say if it can be 460, that
No,
would
no, but it
that
will
would
be-
really
295
swell.
would be great.
I will say you all going to you'd managed to roleplay so effectively that make sure everyone's EXP shows up. Whoops, there we go. End encounter, and there was 100 EXP given earlier, so
Yes.
now there is going to be 250 experience earlier.
Hey, that means I can level up.
350 total from this session.
Does that also
That's with the
include
other 100,
the-
so that's 350 EXP in total, and 150 gold.
Oh god, I'm so close. I just need 110. Oh, wait, no,
I'm not gonna do that.
210.
That's
I need
that's
about
more than me.
45 minutes. Alright, can I go and slide like a $5 bill for the table?
Yeah,
for
can we
50
just kind of curve it a bit, please?
Hey, I was very close to it, and I do get to curve it because I have 1 GM point.
Yeah,
so
DM a game,
guys
and then you get to.
you guys should go ahead and GM.
Hey, I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
maybe if I have enough time. I have so
Yeah.
much shit that I have to do.
But yes, this is the first ever. Also, this is session. Go make sure you've added your EXP. Do make sure you've done that, and then you may export your character. Chippy, are you seriously at 965?
I'm gonna GMP that and get
Okay.
plus 75, I think.
Okay,
Don't
yeah,
worry,
you'll
I'm
get
like-
enough.
Yeah.
45.
I'm also here to play and also learn Pathfinder, so I don't think I'll GM yet.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Like,
Come on,
probably-
come
Oh, are
on.
you
Come on,
gold
you can-
45? 45. What is that? 350 plus 45. That's 395.
Who wants to fight a young brass dragon?
Go ahead and add 45 to your EXP if you're really that close. Go ahead and add 45 to the EXP. I'll add it to the
In
encounter.
that case, can I also just add the 45 and not use my GMP?
Yes, if you want to do that,
Oh.
you can.
Can
I would
I add
suggest still
45?
using. No, everyone's adding 45. Everyone's adding 45. It's 350.
Because
Oh,
I'm so
nice.
close.
Yeah,
just
it's
like,
it's 395 EXP for the session. It's a little bit much, but you also roleplayed really well, and you managed to avoid every single combat encounter, which I'm really surprised you didn't
was-
kill the guy.
I was so close to doing it. I mean,
Honestly, yeah, kind of
Yeah,
the
I
same.
really wanted to. If, like Gore said, if this wasn't a West Marches, Chippy would have tried to behead
I
him.
would have probably strung him out and fucking made him piss himself at this point.
Yeah,
and-
they,
I would have totally slaughtered that kobold. We're
the-
talking about the kobold, right?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
and
the
was just-
warlock of the group just like walked up to the tavern and be like, "You did this thing," and then you just Eldritch blast him back into the furnace.
Oh, you did this in 5E. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
the entire
okay.
22. This is the start of my 22 session long campaign.
Mm.
This is where it all
Damn.
started. This was my
Yeah.
first ever DN game.
Dang, man.
Yeah, I would just wholesale.
I will say,
Okay.